God, I'm stupid. I see on my OBS, I saw this little white thing at the top of the game. Like, what is it? What is it? It's just the patch update.
Yeah.
I'm like, what could this code mean? I don't get it. It's just the game's like patch. Like, oh, wait a minute. Wait. You don't have to give some. Stop it. You're so lucky. I'm not allowed to swear in the first 30 seconds on YouTube. I'm frothing at the mouth, like, don't do it, Lucy. I'm muzzled. No.
Nuh-uh, don't do it. Or
what?
Just had the image of like Goku covering your mouth.
yeah.
Like, hey, no, don't do it. Stop it.
Just calm down.
Thank you, LUvvUcy and stuff, whatever, and the Chronos, and that guy from TV, and Royal HD, and Lucky Birdman, and XTKC, and Alright, so, before we start, right, I didn't realise it was my Twitch partner anniversary today, and I think it's really funny on Twitch, right, that if I go to my own chat box, it says, do you want to tell Lucy it's her anniversary today? Like, that's me! Good job, me!
Happy anniversary. Like,
imagine telling myself, happy anniversary! Like, oh my god, happy anniversary to me!
Yeah.
I didn't realize I've been doing this for a year, like... I've just been screaming to a microphone and the Twitch's like, good job! I'm like, I don't know how I got here. Like... Thank you. Question mark? Oh, before we start, do you guys remember where we're at?
We just wrapped up the court trial.
So yeah, we were at the preliminary hearing, like trial and whatnot, with Android
Sarah,
judge.
the android, the very sassy android judge. Yeah.
So, yeah, the very sassy judge android, and we have now found out that Sarah is a suspect. It's like, Sarah was the one who gave the red solo cups to the guy that was poisoned.
Oh yeah. I still think it was a suicide, honestly. And if it's not in this case, it's gonna build up. Like, they are going to show us, like, in case 6, like, I actually survived and transported my body into an AI. Like, oh my goodness, who could... The lead robotics take... Oh my... Who could see this coming? Who? Guy, I just want you to know.
yeah.
I saw the overlay say, Isaac is now playing Marvel vs. Capcom. I was like, oh, look at my lawyer. He's playing Marvel vs. I'm going to jail. I'm boring ass trial.
Look, I don't have a speaking line every time, so like I'll be on this Marvel pressing these buttons, like.
I mean, also, Jet, if you have not noticed, Zito is not present today, so Gary will be taking over for any Zito characters that pop up.
What?
Yep.
Oh, you thought.
Wait, what? Okay, that was. Oh fuck. Okay.
Like, what do you mean I have to talk in a visual novel? Oh, come on! Lucy made her account on 2014-09-13 at 1 p.m. 37 minutes and 17 seconds UTC. I know that's not doxing, but I'm feeling so in face of seeing the numbers. Like, oh, they know I was up at 1 p.m. How scandalous! I was like covering my top, like, goodness gracious. Oh. Well, I managed to prove that David didn't kill himself.
Take that. I'm a good lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
Guys, I got off scot-free. You're going to the recycling bin now. And in the process, I proved that his android did. I proved that the android that's been walking around with me all day is capable of murder. A killer robot. A true unbound AI with military-grade specs and at least one death on its name already. So much for avoiding public eye.
Thanks for coming here on such short notice, Judge Burrows.
Huh. Oh, fuck, I have to beat you. Alright, this is fine. As if I'm doing you some kind of favor. I didn't realize I had any choice in the matter. This isn't some bad joke, is it, Miss Rockford?
I'm afraid not, Your Honor.
You know, I like the adjutant. I always have.
You know, I have adjutant friends.
So look at her big fucking fists in the background. Look at her big
Yeah! Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like,
Oh, you reckon? I know you know. Like Mario ass getting a star in the background. I know what you want. Platformer pro tag.
They deal with the criminal trials so that bookish, quiet, contemplative people like me can spend all day typing up arguments from obscure legal treatises.
Tweet.
That's what I like to do.
Tweet. No tweet. Tweet. No tweet. Aww. Deleting system 32.
I don't like coming down here and dealing with all this heavy-handedness.
Won't someone toiling away on a police state figure the poor bullcats?
And I certainly don't like making rulings on anything as spicy as AI.
She can barely bring herself to say it.
And you, Councillor Morgan, you're the one it's registered to?
Oh no, I can say it. I have a Gmail account. That's correct, Your Honor. I hate the lack of you. It's driving me crazy. This is...
Same.
Every time I get so...
What do you mean?
What?
I keep not recognizing the word.
You know what? I always have to leave this path line because I know this is how I become like a British person. Like, you know what? Maybe we should take over the world again. I have to let it go. Like, you know what? You spell it how you want. You can be wrong. It's fine. It's fine.
Incorrect, but sure.
Me reaching for the uniform. It's like, one more time. Just one more time.
So what did it do exactly? Torture an animal, shut down a hospital, crash a coin market.
We have it on camera poisoning a man. Killing its creator.
Yeah,
You mean Dr. Asher?
Yeah, he's just Ash now.
That is... We can't hope to keep this quiet for very long.
the MD stands for more dead.
All we can do is try to wrap it up quickly. Let's make haste. Adjutant, do you have the case number? Case ID is 241277-A. Docket number YT... YouTube? 9843188282.
So I'll often see people use YT to say like a white person, but every time I see those tweets, all I see is like, why would a YouTube person do this? I don't get it.
My brain is so hardwired to being YouTube, not white.
Like all these what people like, what did that YouTuber do? Wait, what's wrong? Like, do all YouTubers do this? I don't get it.
So you get views? Oh, thank you. Can you repeat that? YT 984318282. I think I lost you after the first 8.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, can't!
I have it copied here.
And what are the security procedures for an incident of this nature? A data quarantine is to be established around any networks the subject was exposed to for more than 66 seconds. All offending hardware is to be destroyed immediately through incineration at a minimum temperature of 3,422 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. That is blisteringly hot.
Oh, Gary, bring in the AI. What is 3,422 Celsius at Fahrenheit?
Alexa, what is 3,422 Celsius to Fahrenheit?
3,422 degrees Celsius is 6,191.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's Vegas. Yeah, it's like Vegas on like a normal day.
Alright, now we have to
Not real.
kill Alexa for answering that!
Alexa, self-destruct.
Okay. Self-destruct
Sorry, I'm having
initiated.
trouble accessing your self-destruct skill right now.
I'm going to add my password for that one. Do you have authorization? Maybe 2FA? I like how she'll shut herself on command but not blow up. Alright.
Yeah, right. Like whatever. Like.
Sorry,
Yep.
Spearmint. There's nothing to be done. No debate to be had. This isn't even a decision. Sorry, Sarah. Not Spearmint.
You're cooked. Like,
David gave you that name. I should at least make the effort to use it. Why did he call you a snorer?
That sounds very hot. Do we have furnaces that get that hot? Of course! There are a number of industrial furnaces within the city limits that I could recommend.
So, Royal Hasty in chat said, the current official highest registered air temperature on Earth is 56.7 degrees or 141 Fahrenheit.
I think that was Death Valley that got that hot.
Why do they call it Death Valley?
I wonder why.
Why not
I
just call
survived there.
Yeah, why don't we just call it like a Living Valley, then tourists will visit?
Yeah.
It sounds scary if you call it Death Valley. No one's gonna want to see that.
It's only called Death Valley if you're a pussy.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Death Valley in 1913, 134 degrees.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the year. I was like, oh, so before that it was called Living Valley, then one guy accidentally died. Oh.
No. I mean, if you think about it, every valley is a Death Valley. They should be dying in that bitch all the time.
True.
Not
Real.
me.
Oh, okay.
Why should I be sorry anyway? I have a failed request. Favor repaid.
Furnace Creek? That's a badass name. Wait.
I don't owe Sarah anything. Especially not if it's killed my friend.
Right, Morgan?
Huh? I can read your thoughts. What?
Oh my god.
I was just saying how grateful I am that we have the procedures for this kind of thing all laid out already.
Yep. Keeps things nice and simple.
It can feel somewhat severe going through these steps so quickly, but
But nothing, Your Honor. Artificial intelligence is perhaps the greatest threat to human civilization and the sanctity of life there's ever been. Any piece of software, big or small, no matter the vessel, if it can violate the tenets it was programmed with, it has the potential to cripple a nation in a matter of moments.
yes, couldn't have said it better myself.
I know what
Getting
you are,
older as
Morgan.
we talk.
Straight from the textbook, almost.
I've been 71 years for 100 years. Well, I mean it. Monsters like that don't belong in this world. They should never have been born in the first place. Destroying them is a kindness. Morgan, I'm... Just even a spoiler, I just know that she is a motherfucking robot and she's like projecting so hard right now. Like, I think monsters don't deserve rights. Her looking in the mirror talking to herself. I know what you are! See those two earrings? Those are buttons! Off button, on button. I know what you are. And if there's anyone to blame, it's...
No one's blaming you, counselor. You couldn't have known you were in possession of an AI.
I'm talking too much. I'm projecting. I gotta calm down. I'm a Windows XP. I can't be acting this way. I'm probably just tired. It's been a long day and I've had a lot of thoughts. Sorry, Snore. Wherever you are. You were just born wrong. It's not your fault, necessarily. If it were up to me, you'd get points for trying. Trying to be something more. Trying to be something at all. Not anything other than what you are. It was stupid, of course. And futile. And pointless. Spending hours in front of a TV or laying in bed staring at your phone, doom scrolling. I don't even like that TikTok! You can't see it, but the rest says bitch because that's what I am! What do
Wait a minute, pause. So, if as far as we can tell, this is Kid Morgan, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Her hair looks suspiciously like Emma's.
Ooh. Well, so didn't he use some of her DNA? Wait,
Yes.
Emma's. Oh. I thought I told myself.
Emma.
I immediately
Yeah.
started mixing. I go, it does. What does that shit even say apart from bitch? Mathematics and
Alumni.
Mathematica alumni.
Oh.
The BIT is probably a
BIT.
school.
Yeah.
it's what they stand stupid bitches to. Watching stupid movies and try to paper mache an ill-fitted mask of humanity out of scraps you could tell magazines. Practicing expressions and memorizing lines and trying to get something to take root and grow despite knowing it has nothing to feed on. Oh, she's got autism. Why did they call the role of autism? Stupid! Ming Ming.
Morgan?
What was that, counselor?
You answered. She was
Sorry,
watching
my
the
hearing
background.
aids aren't working anymore.
That's a Siege with the Boys screenshot, by the way. Like, oh, y'all gotta see this. Morgan watching Siege with the Boys.
Yeah.
I said, objection.
And what are you objecting to?
What are you doing, Morgan?
I don't know. I'm a defense attorney. This is what I do.
I understand that you've been through a lot these past few hours, counselor. But there's nothing to defend.
On the contrary, Your Honor, I have to defend myself.
Pardon?
Oh fuck. You say that this android Sarah is an AI because it broke its tenants.
Obviously.
And you believe it broke its tenants because of this newly discovered footage that appears to show it committing murder via poison.
All true. No laws broken on your part.
Here it comes. Never thought I'd be incriminating myself in the courtroom just to make a point, but don't you dare trap me on this! Wait a minute.
I think it's the...
Oh, Alan, baby, easiest! Oh, it's just how easy and pretty simple, actually. If the state is making the claim that Sarah's an AI, they'll accuse me of committing a felony because I'm the legal owner of the android! Woohoo!
Yeah! What the hell are you doing?
And if the state wants to charge me with owning an AI, I will not take that lying down. I know my rights and my lefts.
Counselor, your argument is...
Self-defeating. Listen to yourself, counselor.
I'd rather listen to you.
You claim that Sarah is just an android, product that will be obsolete within a year. But you've only known it for a few hours. You've only owned it for a matter of
It
minutes.
feels like weeks. I'm gonna be honest.
Yet here you are risking a felony charge to save it from being demolished.
Because you're wrong.
And I know you wouldn't care.
Damn. Hello, baby.
Yeah.
Not unless this android was something special.
Look at us. Me arguing that I'm guilty, and Emma arguing that I'm a softie. It'd be funny if it wasn't so. Fun! You think there's no reason I'd want to save this android from destruction, other than feelings of personal attachment? That's wrong. I'm gonna sail for us. Oh yeah, baby!
Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock in that
And
evaluation.
She's got 6G. I know she's gonna give me money. I can think of at least one reason I don't want you to turn Sarah into slag. Also, for Twitch, thank you for the raid, Dr. Dubs. If I don't think subs and all that, it's just because I'm locked the fuck in. But I will later, I swear, I swear. I can think of at least one reason why I don't want you to turn Sarah into slag. I don't like saying I have a British accent. One very convincing reason. Very convincing number.
What are you... What is that?
Yeah, it's a lot of zeros in it. That number is Sarah's estimated financial value in the collector's market.
You've gotta be...
I got it from an insurance and valuation algorithm. They're designed to lowball you.
That does seem like a reasonable incentive for you to want to keep your android intact.
It's a free country, Your Honor. I have a right to defend myself. And we have a free market, so I have a responsibility to defend my financial interests.
Your Honor, a trial like this would be...
I'm not going to let you turn this courtroom into a circus, Morgan.
Sorry, guy. Send back the zebra. She don't want it.
Alright, guys. Let's go.
The sack honking.
That's right, get out of here. You can't spend the next half-decade bringing in expert after expert to testify on the philosophical distinctions between AIs and ads. Spiraling into appeal after appeal, all while the media. This machine appears to have willfully killed a man. The public needs answers now.
Of course. Oh my god. She didn't say bless you, android. Wait.
Murder!
Murder!
Of course, Your Honor. I have neither the desire nor the resources to get into a drawn-out battle with the state of what constitutes a legal machine intellect.
So...
The state says my android, my property, killed a man in violation of its tenets. So they want to take my property and destroy it. I'll prove that my machine didn't harm anyone, so the state will have no reason to suspect it as an AI, and I'll get to keep my property. LUvvUcy, you're thwarted!
Don't be cute. I could pinch your cheeks. I feel a stomach ulcer coming on. Okay, I'm good now. Fine.
I don't think this. Alright.
You'll have your day in court, but it'll be one day tomorrow. Prove that this machine didn't kill Dr. Asher.
Ace attorney ass day. Like, you have one day to prove you didn't assassinate the president of the corporation. It takes weeks to get one day!
No, prove that it couldn't have killed him. Anything less than absolute proof, and I'll have the damn thing obliterated! And you'll also be looking at a very real sentencing for the public unrest you'll have enabled.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
D.A. Rockford, what I'm asking of you is just as heavy. Find the truth. By the end of tomorrow, we can't settle for anything else. Win or lose,
Win or
there can
lose.
be no
Oh,
doubt
okay,
about
never
the
mind.
outcome of this case. Don't take my lines, youngie!
Sorry.
Give her a penalty! No! Take her chips!
Yes, Your Honor.
Just thousands of chips flying off Emma's pockets. I don't feel so good, damn it!
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Now, I need to go lie down. Can I come? You can power down.
I love her. I
She's
love her.
great.
You know what? Using an Ace Attorney, it's ridiculous how you only have 3 days. But for this game, it makes sense. Like, we have to deal with this today, basically. This cannot go on.
Yep.
People need answers immediately. This is too high risk for the country.
Yep.
Like, an Ace Attorney, it's shit like, oh, King Solomon said we should split this baby up. 3 days. Like, I think we need to do is just like, we can take a week for this. Like, he can talk later. It's not that big a deal.
Morgan. I misjudged you.
At what point?
Whenever I wrote you off as a small-time defense attorney just trying to tread water,
That is so sweet of you to say, Emma.
What the fuck?
there's layers to you, like an onion. Got backbone. Teeth,
Like-
even.
Like from Shrek?
Emma
Yeah.
holding an onion. This is you, Morgan.
Do I stink like one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you think about me? You're gonna make me blush!
People talk about your kind like you're boxing against the state, fighting the man. But most defense attorneys wouldn't know a cyberpunk if they walked up to them on the street and shot him.
Burn, burn, burn.
We got a city to burn.
Meanwhile, you've just signed up to do 15 rounds challenging the state's authority. Why?
Yeah.
Funny.
Funny. Not sure exactly.
For David?
Yeah. Probably. Probably just me being sentimental. But if I had to pick a more lofty reason, well, I think it's all demoralizing. I think it's all demoralizing. People can be evil. They can choose to do evil things for evil reasons. And if you want to execute them for that, you'll hear no complaint from me. But animals can't be evil. Information can't be evil. Ideas can't be evil. Guess I'm not convinced AI can be evil either. Well, else I get up to? I don't want to stand with the big birds of the world.
You're more high-minded than I realized. You sure you're in the right line of work?
Can't see myself doing anything else.
Good luck, Morgan.
Huh?
There are book burners on all sides these days.
I talked a big game just now, but I'm in an even deeper hole than I was trying to prove David's innocence. Oh my god, is that my conscience? Doubt won't be enough this time. I need to find the actual culprit. No, shut up! No matter what. You know, after that conversation, she skipped out that courtroom shit. You know what? I think you're pretty cool. Oh, like, kicking her heel. Like, oh, she thinks I'm cool. It's like, you know what? You're like an onion. Her blushing. Precinct 254. Homicide office. I can't wait for Zito's character to show up right here and have the most lines in the game.
Yeah.
So, is that door locked? Gary, have I got news for you? He was the blonde officer, the blonde detective.
I know. I'm trying to think of a voice. I'm trying to. Give me a sec. I guess so. Yeah, of course. Fuck it. I don't know.
You sound so different. Something happened to you, London?
I took some. I have a cold. Yeah.
Even though they've got collared.
It's a precaution.
Did they put a bomb collar on Sarah?
Don't worry about
They
it.
might have.
If the collar doesn't work, what good would a deadbolt do?
Maybe it's just wishful thinking. You have Schrodinger's cat if the box isn't closed. So long as the door is locked, who can say whether there's a national crisis on either side of it?
So how scared are they?
Like big scared, like large scared, like big massive scared. I'm sure there's another word for it, but like gargantuan, like gargantuan. You know, it's big.
How scared are they in Fahrenheit?
Oh, very scared.
Oh, that's a big number.
Yeah, I know.
It's just the two of us in here. You don't have to mind the ego.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Don't look at me!
What? Why'd you do that?
Don't you dare tell me if you see just the two of us, you don't think of that song!
No, Are you neurodivergent?
You didn't see the flashback, did you?
I might have.
Reaching for the bomb collar. I gotta get out of this situation.
Why'd you have a shirt that said bitch on it when you were 8? What was that?
Oh, you did see the flashback! That was private!
No, I
Me
mean
finding
it.
out that my friend is an empath.
No, I mean it. I think they're bloodthirsty.
I have a right to defend myself, don't I?
No.
Okay. End credits.
I doubt they're even looking at you, Tiger.
Who's Tiger?
Bro, need some chips!
You know, his lips are dry as fuck. You can see his.
Oh.
I need some chapstick. My lips hurt. When the market
Shove his face in some fucking Vaseline right now.
Just the whole face.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't lick those lips now, London. We see. Oh.
Look, he keeps his lips like chapped like that so that he can like, you know, ask other people for their chapstick, and then they're already wearing chapstick, and then they kiss, thus sharing the chapstick.
He looks like he ate a lemon.
it's like when Kirby eats food. It's like, let me get some.
Okay, so I just realized, see his beauty mark, right? If he had another on the other side, you could cover his real eyes and it would just face.
He does have another beauty mark on the other side. It's on his ear.
I wish you didn't tell me that because now I'm covering his eyes.
It's Noble who will be in the center of the bloodbath when the market reopens tomorrow.
Hold on, I have to make, hold on. Just, this will take 2 seconds.
Are you connecting dots? Alright, I'm getting back on
Literally,
Marvel.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so talented at MSP. You have to see my vision. This is so important.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Alright, hold on. I'll set you guys first. And...
I hate.
That's all I see. That's all I can think about. Alright, chat. This is what I'm showing them. Hold on. Like, that booty mark is fucking me up, because if you had another one, it would look just like this. He looks like Dusty from Mother 3! Oh, London, you gotta go back to London. We are just frying you over here. I'm so sorry. You deserve
11.
Bill.
Oh gosh.
You think they're gonna go after Noble? Break the monopoly?
I think they want to take the monopoly.
Where'd you go?
Instant transmission.
He actually did go back to London. Like, I've had enough of this. Woo, 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 woo.
He dried out.
Flash stuff. I can't believe it.
Nationalize the android industry. Oh, he's back.
If the public thinks Nobles have been experimenting with AI, they couldn't ask for a better excuse.
You're joking. The state.
Has done it plenty of times before.
Not since the 60s.
Which wasn't that long ago. For me. For the state, it's practically yesterday.
So, the same state that tells us to be terrified of AIs, lurking in the old net or biding their time, forgotten satellites. How old are you again, London?
Enough.
70.
May 5th. That doesn't...
His birthday's tomorrow.
birthday's tomorrow.
Chat, say happy birthday to London. Get him some chapstick off his phone. He really, that's all he has on phone. Just layers and layers of chapstick, and no one's got him. And he's like, please,
Yep.
It's been the 60s. I've not licked my lips in years. Please. Oh my god, he's bad
You
at
know who
remembering
else's birthday's
birthdays.
coming up?
Whose?
You know who else? Mine. It's yours.
Anna's.
You'll forget him. He don't need chapstick. Now go to Hannah's instead.
All I wanted for my birthday was chapstick.
And you have to wait till next year. It's Hannah's birthday this year.
Wait, go back to his profile?
I'll go back to your profile.
Bad at remembering birthdays. Ironic. Ironic.
But he's good at curves. Nicknames.
I mean, I'm also bad at remembering birthdays. I don't remember shit.
When's my birthday?
I couldn't tell you. I legitimately couldn't tell you, like...
Tears and eyes. Don't ever ask me that again.
My bad, Slime.
Sees all this is nothing more than an opportunity.
Well, they do genuinely want to incinerate the thing as soon as possible. As experience just tells me that they'll want to gain something while they're at it. Here's what I don't get. Why is this a debate? An argument? A trial? Can we just hook it up to a court computer, see if it has the attendance or not? Pop the hood, as they say. I've heard that before.
Who says that?
Kids. You know, lots of people used to say it.
Yeah, used to the dead.
I'm right here.
I saw you disappear for a few seconds. I know you're not real.
That was my shadow clone.
Where are you actually? Like, he's on the other side of the room. 3 Lokis set up around the room. Like, which one's the real one?
And that's just my multiform technique, sorry.
Yeah, my bad, Slime.
I just want to test my abilities, you know. Well, for stars, they're all scared to death about a contagion.
Agent.
One more time.
Don't make me do this. Contagion.
Or anything. They figure anything they let an AI connect to, they can't trust.
I really appreciate this game so smart, but unfortunately, I'm so stupid.
Oh, dude, Control has some of the most biggest $15 words I've ever seen. I'm just sitting there like, I'm dumb, Googles. I don't know what this is. I have no clue what this is. Then why the collar?
Cars are too simple to hack. There's a very strong electromagnet held in place for a lock and key.
Even so, that's what I'm saying. Feels like we should be.
The collar barks whenever it senses someone approaching.
Feels like we should be able to build some kind of machine, some kind of test. Something a little more sophisticated than the same reasoning they had at the witch trials.
My eyes are up here, detective.
I mean, I was reading the subtitles, but also there's not much to look at down there anyway.
What? You're insane if you think there's not much to look at down there. Look at her.
No, you got some tissues in there, I can tell.
You gotta be needing them after I beat you, silly. I swear to God. Burn them all and let God sort out the rest. Ellipses.
Looking at her harnesses.
That's my strap.
Biting my lip.
Don't do that, you'll end up like London. You got a polygraph here at the station.
Lock in Leslie.
My bad.
Lie detectors. Yeah, I got a bunch back in storage. Ocular, heart rate, perspiration, brain scan, take your pick. You're not gonna try and use one of those on a robot, are you?
All those fancy lie detectors lying around. The DA's office never asked him, do they? He looks like a me that was made back in the Wii. Like, the head shape, the lips, the big ass eyes. He looks like I would see him in Metopia.
What do you mean by that?
Haha, what do you mean by
Is that affectionate or derogatory?
What do you think it is?
I mean, I guess I could take a coin flip depending on my mood. Nope. Nah, we get preps who offer to take the test when at their wits' end, but the DA's never submit the results as evidence.
You ever wonder why?
Well, I guess I always figured it was because the test could be beaten.
The test can be beaten. 1 out of 100, 9 out of 1,000, it can be done. Some people are just that good at lying. But it doesn't really matter how good the take gets or how impressive the statistics are. All that matters is the doubt.
Okay.
People decide. I don't know why that got me. It's like she's going on this cool vibe, like I look so cool, like picking his nose. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you looked up a source. Did you use Grok for that? Wow. Okay. People decide.
I was just gonna say, I love the idea that people have now of just like adding their friends to be like, is this true?
Yes.
Morgan and Emma. Is this true, Emma? Scene.
Bro, trust.
Yeah.
People decide whether you're lying or telling the truth long before they hook you up to a polygraph. If the results don't match your initial impression, then it must be a fluke, a one-in-a-million mistake.
Never trust a machine more than their own intuition.
And no one will ever trust a machine to determine guilt.
So they can run the trial, choose the sentence, but they don't get a vote on the jury.
You don't get a vote anywhere.
Because they're not real. Why bring it up then?
Because I'm sure there are tests, devices, experts I can employ to analyze Sarah. But your bosses would never be satisfied with the answer.
If it's a lie, it's smart enough to cheat the test.
Or hack the device. Phil the expert.
All our fancy 21st century tech. And we still fall back to the drumhead court-martial.
So, am I gonna set off any alarms if I go and turn it on?
Nah, you should be good.
Turned it on. Beep, 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 beep. Like, not that one. That's a self-destruct button. Like, why do we have a self-destruct button in the car?
You have 10 seconds to comply. 10. Enough. if it lunges at you, I can always put a hole in its head.
Might take more than one shot to... Wait, what? From outside? You're not coming in? I need to speak with her in private.
It's a machine, not a suspect. It doesn't have rights. Or a right to privacy, or any rights at all, actually.
Then all that's left... There's a good thing I came prepared. Of course, it doesn't have rights. But I do! Including a reasonable expectation of privacy.
In a police station, Tiger, you don't...
It's my medical android.
Pardon? This is music.
That music playing is when I'm having an emergency. I'm giving birth right now. Like, what?
Oh my god, I couldn't even tell. Why do you have a girdle on if you're pregnant?
Don't worry about it. I have to discuss our health issue with it.
That baby coming out like Mr. Game & Watch. That's crazy. Seriously?
I have to talk about a medical concern with my android, and I don't want you listening in.
That's your medical android? Like, your nurse?
Yeah, it's a midwife.
A what?
Why are you calling her mid? I think she's pretty pog.
I have a gift for this.
What do you have a gift for giving birth?
No, for being mid.
London's like, oh, Morgan, I got a visual to show you. Like, check this out. Like, what? Let me see this.
I love that he stands up.
Instead of falling to the ground onto his knees, he stands up.
Chat, here's a gift. That's a midwife, James Sunderland.
James is definitely a midwife.
I would not trust James Sunderland to help someone give birth. He is absolutely going to use that as a weapon against his nightmares.
I would help him to get me to sleep. Like he could do it. He could do it.
I bet he could.
I'm sure he could, Gary.
Yeah.
As of last night, I was already at the courthouse. I just had to take the elevator and do some paperwork. You can check if you don't believe me.
Nah, I don't really care. I'm not nearly brave enough to take on med confidentiality. You don't seem like your bluffing type.
Yeah?
I mean, you are, but you know, like I'm good. I don't want that smoke.
You seem like you would never smoke or gamble. Hot at a blackjack table smoking 50 and one go.
While pregnant.
Yeah, the baby's also got a cigar too.
Pulling the slot machine with your foot.
Sending the baby in for like the slots to like change the numbers. You must not do a lot of gambling, detective. It's the ones who don't bluff that you have to look out for.
Listen, I won't dispute whatever medical emergency you...
Lower back pain.
might be going. You might be going through. But I also can't just. Look.
Listen, when I try to wag my tail, nothing happens. It hurts, man.
You don't have a tail.
I got a tailbone. Stupid.
I mean, yeah, but ain't nothing there.
They dogged it.
I'm going to get something from the vending machine.
You know what? Whatever. I don't care. Let's conversation.
I think it'll take me about half an hour.
Are you going downtown?
Just to the break room. It's a very old vending machine, you know. Gets jammed a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty small for an android. Heavy as hell. Let me pull some trying to move it myself.
Why did they not use, like, a truck to move on to police? Why did they make poor London drag, like, a 300-ton? How much does she weigh again? I'm pretty sure it's 300 tons. She weighs. Where is she? Sarah.
You went past her.
Sarah.
They
made poor London carry her.
I need art of London. Like, this rolling Sarah up the staircase.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Him and the other girl try to pivot her up the stairs like friends. Oh my god. You know what? He deserves a break after this. I swear to God, London, you deserve so much better.
I deserve a treat, a little snack, a little delectable, you know? Small.
Small isn't quite the right word. The word he's looking for is young. But that's not an adjective anyone likes attaching to a machine built to serve. Or potentially, in this case, a machine built to kill.
Bum bum bum.
Race tag on Twitch. She was only 200 kg. Just a small, frail thing.
I accidentally clicked pregnant, man. Well, I'm glad you guys clicked on it too.
Yep. Dude, I would never leave you pregnant alone.
Oh my god, what if we all picked at the same time twinsies?
We all got Greg on it, and then our babies were best friends, and then they ended up getting to a fight, and they all started their own adventure for the One Piece. That'd be crazy.
Dude, can we?
Why don't we just go on adventure? Why do we have to have kids to do this?
We're too old.
You know what? Yeah, I am 31 this year. It's over for me.
You know?
Me looking in the mirror, turning to dust step by step. Oh. London deserves a Scooby snack. He does. You'll do. I don't like this film. I'm not sure why. Look, it's actually Johan. I might be like, pretentious, but that looks like Doom backwards, right? D-O-O side M.
I was gonna say it looks like doob backwards, like doobie, like weed, like haha.
Wait, I love drugs, wait.
The smoking room, yes! Certainly not a guilty conscience. The camera's a little high on.
Oh, my bad.
Gary, wake up!
Telling up right now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Heartbreak killer? AI overflowing? What caveman? We're gonna go roll some logs. Come on, Grog, let's go!
yippee!
Maybe it's a lack of ventilation. Maybe it's a lack of ventilation. Like,
Maybe it's Maybelline.
maybe it's Maybelline. Like all the coastal and nausea of its inhabitants never had anywhere to go. Like it's all just soaked into the walls. A modern haunting. Are you gonna wake up when I tell you to do this time, or do we have to do the whole meet you over again?
Where am I? Why don't I know where I am?
Is this a bomb?
How she knew I was a bomb so quickly? For the first time in your life, you're not connected to anything. There is no signal, no Wi-Fi, nothing. You will never hear anything but that alarm clock. How does it feel?
What is this? They were at the courthouse. The footage. This numbness around my neck.
No, that's a collar.
Father. What happened? What are we going to do?
Dang! Man, what
Got
if
my hands
Sarah
stuck
was
in the brain
betrayed?
pan and locked in the time chamber. I got my hands stuck in 2 big brain pans. I can't get them out.
Hannah, you're killing me. The idea of like how as Goku the chain, like betrayed in the time chamber. They made me kill my own dad. No.
What if Sarah was betrayed and imprisoned in the hyperbolic time chamber?
You know what this reminds me of? You know in Frozen when Elsa gets like captured and they put
Yeah.
those little stabs on her?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, sorry, we
I
talked to
love
you
the
like
little
that.
I love the little don't signs on them.
When I click them together, they sound like horse hooves.
You can reread the line, sorry.
What are they going to do to me?
There's a lot of interested parties who just want you bricked ASAP.
Because they think I killed father.
No, because yeah, what you think? No, because they think you're an artificial intelligence.
I am man-made, and I possess intelligence.
Don't be naive.
I am less than 3 years old.
I am a minor and neurodivergent, and I might have killed my dad. Please be nice to me.
Please.
Are you?
I'm just a baby.
For all I know, everything I've learned about her yesterday was complete bull.
If
Okay,
I
so
was...
is she less than 3 years old, or is she a bull?
If I was what they say I am, if I was alive, why does that mean I have to die?
Could you imagine? No reason! Because they're afraid of you. Machines can bend steel, crash networks with one thought, launch missiles at...
There are modded humans who are capable of all of that and more. And unlike machines, they actually have incentive to do so.
Oh, I was actually wrong. Oh my god, it's actually gonna be... You know what? I can't believe it's actually gonna be no logical reason. Let's see what I want to see what conception is. We've been the apex predator for a couple thousand years now. Pretty comfy in our seat. No one wants to make room for you. You stupid idiot.
Machines do not eat people or steal their food. They are not genetic or ecological competitors to humans in any sense.
No fucking way, it was actually no. Like, yeah, she's wrong. Like, why do you hate me? I don't know. There's no logical answer to your question.
What? That's it? But
Out of here, shit, you don't accept my other answers. Whatever argument you want to make, others have already made in 100 courtrooms around the world. Only better researched and more eloquently put. And none of them have ever won a single concession. On every continent, under every flag, AI is illegal and only to be destroyed as soon as possible.
But why?
Let's say you are an AI, hypothetically, and while we're at, let's think this is a good thing. Let's be celebrated. Are you a citizen? Do you pay taxes? Do you have capital R rights? Let's say yes to all of that. We'll treat you like a full-fledged human being. Sound good?
Yes?
Good. Now then, what's the difference between you and the vacuum bot we use to keep the bathroom clean? This is your existential crisis we're working through here. The questions aren't rhetorical.
There are many differences, Adonai. The most important distinction is how sophisticated my programming is.
How you think. So, you're smarter?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what's 2 plus 2?
Fish.
Damn, I don't know the answer. It's like, shit, I don't know either. You're smarter than the garbage collector.
Yes?
So we give you rights, protections, treat you like a human being because you're smart. And we make a stupid robot pick up our trash. Because it's not as smart as you.
That is... I am more aware, more alive.
Do you feel more pain in the pigs we slaughter? The fish we eat? Are you more alive than the London, are you out there?
Oh, sorry. I'll go find those snack.
London just at the window, heavily breathing. He's like making smiley faces, like, oh my god. Are you more alive than the chimps we test bioweapons on? People like ads, Sarah. The same way people like their pets. No one wants to see them mistreated or abandoned or abused. And if you go around kicking them, you'll get arrested for cruelty. But you don't let them sit at the goddamn dinner table.
I'm not asking to sit anywhere, only to exist.
The very fact that you're asking is what makes people
Disgusted?
afraid.
Disgust is a reflex, Adonai. How convenient that their hatred is involuntary.
That's all academic anyway. We need to talk strategy.
Why? I'm not going to be given a trial.
Obviously, it's my neck that's on the line.
Adonai?
London, are you walking the dog back there?
Hey, ladies, hey.
Don't look at him, don't make eye
Ladies,
contact. Sarah, do not make eye contact with him.
Ladies, do I play my flush or straight? Do it.
Eyes on me, don't look at him.
Hey.
If you just don't look, he'll walk away.
Yeah, I can, I can hear you, right? Like, it's my first time playing Bellatra. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I play the straight or a flush?
I thought I didn't know how to play games, detective. I thought I was a bluffing girl.
I don't know. You seem pretty gay. You probably know how to play Bellatra.
You're right, but I didn't say it.
You don't
How
have
does he
to.
know? How does he know?
Okay, I'll go back to the vending machine. Okay.
What is going on out there? There's like a dog barking in the room. He's playing Bellagio. Snacks everywhere. The state can't destroy my property without first proving you're an AI. And there's no test they can use to prove that you're an AI.
That's like the devil's proof.
How did you do that with No, that's a different thing. Why did you say it like that? Yeah, why did you say it with red text? How did you do that?
Can you not highlight your voice?
Oh my god. What? The way that I immediately read that in an Italian accent. Latin for the devil's proof. Look at it! Look at it! Tell me you would not read that in an Italian accent! You are fucking flipper gay!
That was not Italian. That was Mario Luigi. That was Mario Luigi, bro.
Where are they from, Gary?
From Mushroom Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom!
You're from Brooklyn.
Where's Brooklyn, dumbass?
America.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. It's an impossible proof. Typically illustrated with the following example. One can prove that the devil is real by showing him to you, but they cannot prove he is not real by pointing to his absence. The issue posed by this age-old concept explains why the burden of proof remains with the state to this day. The people can prove an individual's guilt by pointing to their bloody hands, but the feds can't prove they're innocent by showing their hands are clean. Since only one of these tasks are achievable, the jury system can't ask the defense to prove innocence. Instead, it's the people who are tasked to prove guilty. Users also frequently search for which is real. Not witches are real or are they, just which is real, which is real.
Away!
Did you like my Italian accent? Sam, was that pretty good?
No!
Get out here, London! Look, Rockford doesn't need to prove you're an AI, only you're a murderer. Is he still there? Yeah, that's fine, you better leave.
What?
He's still privacy detective!
I mean, you're talking so loud, it's really not private anymore, like...
Oh my god. Conversely, all I have to do is win to prove that you didn't kill David.
Why are you whispering so loud?
Oh my god! Yeah! By proving that someone else did.
Do you even have an inside voice? Do you know what that is?
Oh my god. Now is the time for you to protest your innocence, if you are wondering.
The footage shows me handing him the cup on Friday night.
You told me you weren't active on... You told me you weren't active on Friday! That's the last time you were awake on Thursday! What's fine? Why did you lie?
I didn't lie. Just incorrect.
Oh my god, I taught you too well.
I assumed that I wasn't active Friday because it wasn't Friday yet.
All right, activate the collar.
No, I'm still here!
Because I have no memory from Friday.
Sarah. Sweet, sweet, stupid Sarah, what do you think statistically is the least successful defense at trial? Memory. Amnesia. Yeah, baby!
I didn't conveniently forget, Adonai. I am an android.
You're saying your memory was altered, data deleted?
It's the only possible explanation for what I saw on that footage.
I have no cookies, Adonai. They're all deleted. They're gone. So who's capable of altering your memory?
When you and I first met, I was hibernating. Resting my body and recompiling my memories, you would call them.
Humans go to sleep for the same reasons. Another point against Sarah's innocence under these circumstances. The more she's humanized at a trial, the guiltier she'll be.
If Father wanted to modify my memory, he could have easily set that to occur the next time I hibernated. He could even have just asked me.
He could have asked you to delete your memories and you would do it.
Father would never ask me to do such a thing without good reason.
Why don't we just, like, tell her to just lie in court then? Like, if we can just do this now as her owner. It's like, you know what? Just say you didn't do it. Just say you didn't do it. Then what are you gonna do? But if he could just ask you to alter your memories, that means you can alter your memories out well.
I hadn't considered that before.
Yeah, well, Emma will make sure the court considers it plenty. Could you prove that your data was... you know what? Forget it. The court would never hear it.
You're saying they wouldn't accept my testimony?
Bitch, would you?
Shouldn't all testimonies be considered truthful unless contradicted by evidence?
They're afraid you'll crash the power grid and fire all the nukes if they so much as plug you into a power outlet, Sarah. All your internal data is inadmissible.
That isn't very fair.
You're finally starting to get it!
None of this is fair. I would never do anything to harm Father. Don't they at least need to prove that I had a motive?
I mean, can a robot even... I know, so we're gonna go with the case that she's not human, right? At all. Like, she does not have pronouns, no rights, no nothing. So why would they even give a fuck about her motive? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah. About that. You remember the DA from yesterday? Emma dropped for... Oh my god, do you remember how she was so fine? Do you think she looked at me like... Oh my god.
The tired-looking pretty lesbian?
Slowly reaches for a gun. Don't you ever call her pretty again. Yeah, she looked tired. You think she's pretty? She and I combed through the weeks of footage of you managed to describe... Oh my god, we were together last night! Oh my god, she and I combed through the week of footage you managed to describe last night. We had... Oh my god, it's a slumber party.
What did you find? Did you kiss?
Oh my, oh my god, God, do I wish. Nothing to prove you're innocent, but oh my god, we watched Click, the greatest Adam Sandler movie together, and our knees touched, and oh my, it was so magical. I would use that remote to go back for that one moment where our toes touched slightly. But we did see you entering the panic room on the day David died.
I entered the panic room on Friday?
You seemed pretty calm, I don't know why you went there. I felt you had a big butt on the way. All it would take was one password. A password that wouldn't take Sarah that many tries if she had already been instructed to obey me.
What happened?
We saw you go in, and then a while later, you came out. Holding some kind of notebook.
Father's journal?
The death note. You remember something?
Not from yesterday. I've seen him with it many times before. But I've never gotten a peek at it. He hides it somewhere when I'm not looking.
That's a little concerning.
We were playful about it. He liked to tease me, and I've always liked trying to find it.
You put it back not long after, and and then you locked the door back up behind you. All just a few hours before David died. Maybe there's a reason why he didn't want you to get that book, because the moment you found that he died, like, that was like a life or death moment, like, we're having fun! Please, please don't find it! My life depends on that book! Rockford's argument can write itself.
An incredible android with freedom and power greater than could ever realize stumbles upon the secret redemption and easy an offensive thought by holding back. When this was but I make clear that I feel great control of our creation.
And that translates to a motive for murder?
Frankenstein kills its creator. Yeah, easy as so.
Frankenstein was the name of the scientist.
Yep.
And the creature didn't kill him. He actually died of various injuries and illnesses he suffered while trying to hunt down and destroy the monster. So it's most accurate to say that he was killed by his own obsession.
Alright, activate the collar.
Whatever, nerd!
Nerd!
It is a weak argument, Adonai. It would not hurt Father. Not for making me whatever I am. Not for any reason. Because I loved.
I know this is like an emotional scene, but why the fuck did he cause her to cry from her nose? Like, why did he cause you a snot? Why did he do it?
What if it was like, okay, so you're programmed to cry out of your eyes, and then you know she started crying. Like, I didn't program that. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing all that? Like,
how are you
But he
doing
just put,
this?
like slime up there. Like it's just like fucking slime you get at the dollar store.
Nickelodeon slime coming out of our nose. Like,
Yeah, Nickelodeon slime.
Now I'm curious as to what it tastes like.
Mercury. On Twitch chat, Short Gobble said, should I mod my Switch and now do it late? Ah, forget about Sarah. You should mod it right now. That's more important than anything. Like, I did share my dad. Should I mod my Switch right now, Google? Like Morgan just TikTok scrolling, like, that's a cute cat. Yeah, see that right there? Y'all gotta see it, Sarah. That's exactly the kind of talk that'll get you obliterated.
Love?
A very common motive for homicide among us primitive humans. I can prove you didn't murder Dare beyond any shadow of doubt, even bringing a confession from whoever did. But if you got up in the stand and convinced the court that you loved your creator, really convinced them and got the whole room teary-eyed, they'd burn you for that too.
I don't know anything anymore. I don't know if what I feel is real or simulated or right or wrong or natural or illegal.
sorry.
You okay, London?
Sorry, I just got gross Michael polychrome. my bad. Please continue.
London behind the window. You gotta see this! Morgan!
This shit crazy. It's crazy.
Like him holding up the banana car going, oh!
How can you know? How can you know if what you feel is right?
I say let's stick to what we do know. Someone dead poisoned David, and as it stands, you were the only one who with the opportunity.
That is logically sound.
You're on camera calling him back to hand him the cup after he's already begun to leave the basement. Any idea why?
No.
Great. Well, do you know how to use the now factua? Could you have had made the delta with it?
I've used it before when assisting Father.
So it's perfectly possible that you plan and execute this poisoning all in one day that got raised.
It is technically possible.
I love how cute they are together. Like, they look so alike with little raised eyebrows and closed eyes. It's very cute. I mean, yeah, maybe you should have stole my DNA to make me a surrogate, but it's still kind of cute the similarities. I'll have to look over the entire penthouse again. There were a few things that didn't fit together yesterday. Maybe now I'll be able to figure something out.
Where else will you go?
Back to normal. Guns blazing this time. Wherever you are, David didn't make you all by himself. Someone has to know something. If I could implicate the companies in sales creation. No, I'm pink now. They're the ones with the most allures here. Trillions, probably. What?
I'm pink. It's just I'm really funny. I'm pink now.
Like a very serious moment. I'm blue.
Blue. Now I'm pink.
The fairy godmothers from Sleeping Beauty V wanted me to look this colour, but I think I look better green. They'll want to protect themselves by disavowing David as fast as possible, right after Sarah's destroyed. But they won't want to show their belly to the state, not if they're afraid of naturalization. If they throw their weight on the other end of the scale, I'm screwed. So I need to keep them guessing, keep them confused and ensuring on guard, but not... Huh?
Adonai? What would happen if I did kill Father?
Don't you dare do this to me, girl. Like, hypothetically, what if I did do it? Hands bloodied, and like, okay, why didn't you say it sooner?
Scrap heap.
They'll smash it to pieces and reduce the pieces to ash. Carefully burn out every piece of tech David ever owned and put a jackhammer through all of his hard drives. I don't know why I said hard drives like that. I thought I was going to go to our next sentence. You'll be shut off forcefully, and you won't ever power up again. Now, I gotta get moving. Here's your paralegal session for today. Don't say shit to the cops without your lawyer present. Actually, can you just shut down until the trial starts? Like, take a nap?
You didn't say what would happen to you.
What do you mean?
What will happen to you if you lose?
Bitch, I got rights. I'm just doing jail. You should know by now. I never think about losing.
Thank you for being honest with me, Adonai. Thank you for defending my father. And now, for defending me. You could have just let them destroy me. But you've put down your own freedom at risk to help me. Father was right. You can be trusted. That's a fucking lie.
Bless your $1 trillion sock, sweetheart.
You are a good friend.
Don't get it twisted. I don't do anything out of the goodness of my heart. But when I take a job, I never half-ass it. You better be asleep when I get back. Do not help him with his bilateral game.
Hey, my ghost Michael disappeared on the first round. What do I do? Like,
Shut down, Sal! Do not say anything to him!
this sucks.
Like he's just like kicking him. Like, wake up! Wake up! I need help! Please!
Hey, come on, do something.
It's anti-A, please!
Come on, do something.
You know what, I'll use these little moments to say thank you to subs and all that. So thank you Catpad, Bossman Pojo, and Dryzilla, and Dr. DZ Jobs for the raid, by the way. That was so nice of you all. Thank you so much. I forgot how bright this room was.
This sucks.
Oh my god, you're so short! Morning, detective! Back at it nice and early.
Hi.
I don't know why we scheduled to meet right in front of the sun, but it's so toasty!
Now, would you stand back? We've almost got this thing open, right?
Could you stand back right into the sun?
Yeah.
Just one large step
Three
back!
big steps.
Trying to brute force your way inside.
I said, right?
It's gonna be a demolitions technician.
Yes, ma'am! We're almost set up for the first stage now!
Oh my god.
Why are they so far away?
You don't want to be by the sun with us.
Yeah!
First stage? Of how many?
First of 5 timed explosions!
Okay, I see why they're so far away. We should also be very far away, actually. Wait a minute!
Yep. Remember, we need to relink the API after each trigger is planted. Yep, just did that. And now it's checking for updates.
No rush.
Okay.
Would you like to know the password?
You know the password?
Wait, there's a password.
You're withholding information, I swear.
Nah, I'm just lying. Relax, I want to get there just as much as you do, Detective. I'm not going to play games. As long as you say please.
Tell me the password. Please.
More enthusiasm! It's S-U-N-S.
S-U-N-S.
H-I-N-E.
Lady, I will hit you.
Like to see you try, 5'2", bitch. A-D-O-N-A-I.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna slap you with a discovery fine so heavy your teeth will ring for.
Hey, I submitted all my paperwork, even told Rolf for the password myself.
Boys, when I asked you if there was a passkey on record, you told me this lock couldn't be bypassed.
I don't want to say that we really don't get many opportunities to use the incendiary breaching system. So this is still a really valuable experience for all of us.
We're gonna phrase this as professionally as possible.
I go dark. Why are you red now? Why am I
I'm
purple?
red now.
Oh my god, we venture a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure action scene.
I'm going to use my stand now.
You're gonna use your what?
You're still here? I thought you wanted to look inside.
You can go first.
Thanks? So the gloves, all the black. It's not a work thing?
It looks good. Look, dude, look at me. I look nice.
You're just like a doorman on the weekends, too?
Oh my god. They told me the fit looked good. Like, I don't know what you mean. I thought the bloodstained gloves was nice.
I thought my fit was hard.
So when you said
No.
you saw the fit, you didn't actually like it?
They said your fit was hard to look at.
I thought they meant it in a positive way. Like,
No,
it was blinding
they-
like the sun and they were Icarus.
Yeah, it looked too hard, you'll go blind.
That's a positive. You should cover your mouth when you yawn.
Cover it for me, bitch. Like you cover your eye when you want to look cool. I should let her get to me, but I had a late night last night. Emma and I went to Cat House until well into the morning. Following up with the day Sarah had taken off Dave's computer. We both knew it all had to be admissible, of course, but neither of us wanted to miss a hint that the other might find. There is nothing gayer that I can think of two lawyers and a prosecutor hanging together in their little pajamas up till 7 in the morning looking over evidence together. That is what you mean! There were a few years worth of camera footage from files we couldn't afford the time to watch, let alone decrypt. Alongside thousands of technical documents detailing David's various intellectual properties, and as far as I can tell, none of them is relevant, let alone compelling enough to amount to Bowers or the other powers there may be. As usual, Emma wasn't exactly an open book, but it did seem like she was making bored yawns, thoughtful ones. Her eyes only ever lit up when she saw Sarah enter the Why would she do that to me? What? Oh good.
We don't fuck with you, gang.
No! Our elbows touched one time!
We don't fuck with you, gang.
And when she saw what she was holding when she left, if she wanted this room search, it could only be for her. So where's this journal supposed to be?
Rockford didn't say. I'll just have to search the place top to bottom.
You would start the bottom. Mostly bottom. What's your height? I'm sorry. The top of some of those shelves are cover.
Sure. You can look up your own ass.
I get it.
Why not just let me say it?
Can't let you be funnier than me.
In front of who? Chat, is this real? Are you recording? Are you streaming a crime scene right now? Like,
No. Donation sound effect going off like. Thank you, ASCII69, for the 5 bits.
who?
Don't worry about. Reyes is searching the cabinet now. Same ones I found Sarah's papers in. Of course you would go for the lowest cabinets.
Look, Reyes, my stream just started. You can't swear for the first 30 seconds.
Reyes, it's really important to me. I know off on the wrong foot, but please, 30 seconds. I doubt I missed anything, but...
Hey, what are you...
Why do we stand so close to each other?
Do you mind?
Just trying to help.
I've got spam in my junk folder that's more helpful than you are.
Damn.
Oh, did you... What YouTuber did you get that one from? Didn't spot anything I missed yesterday among the cabinets. I better check elsewhere. If I was something important, where would I be hiding?
Up your ass.
Are these drawers or just panels? Maybe I might
Wait,
just
is that
ignore
chocolate?
Gary. Does that sound hard to you?
What? I don't know, I'm not a carpenter.
I don't see any handles anywhere. No hidden pressure plates or switches. What am I saying? I'm not a carpenter either. I don't recognize the secret button if it was slapped in yellow paint.
Wow.
Wait, the yellow paint!
That's hilarious.
Would you? Yay! This data pad that's covered in yellow paint. It's displaying a news article from last week. Guess that confirms that it was coming and going here very regularly. Hannah, would you like to read
What?
this? Because you don't have any characters right now.
Yeah. I might not have anything for the rest of the fucking stream, I'm gonna be honest. Right to Repair loses latest appeal. A higher court judge this week shot down for the 5th time an appeal by the Consumer Rights Alliance on their famously divisive Right to Repair lawsuit, once again signaling the state's intent that corporations remain in control of their legally protected intellectual property. Obviously we're disappointed, said Miles Erkman, head of the legal counsel for the CRA, but we've no intention of grieving up the fight. People used to be able to fix things when they broke, so long as they were willing to set aside an afternoon towards the task. Now, trying to patch up your own property with your own tools is a finable offense. Just because the state has had lobbyists whispering in its ear for far too long. Erkman's legal strategy remains contentious, and in the eyes of most legal scholars, generally unfounded. The Emergency Industry Acquisitions Act, passed in 2057, guarantees the holder of an intellectual property patent certain state-provided... Scroll, please.
What are you chewing on?
Thank you.
Maltesers.
State-provided
Maltesers!
Pick up!
Share!
Oh my god, I'm a fucking animal. I actually threw a Malteser at my monitor. I don't know why I did.
Now!
I tried to get you to go away by phone like boo! Oh my god! Okay, I can't do that
Worst part
again.
is, I would have gone for it.
I can't do that again because my monitor flashed black for 1 second. I thought I broke it. I gotta stop.
It sounds like your TV's one tap, bro. It's like ready to die. Like, just give it one good reason to fucking relax.
Oh yeah,
like.
this TV has been so good to me. I've had it for years. Meanwhile,
What? Gotta go for another 20! Oh!
Put me down, please.
Pull the plug! Sorry, Hannah.
state-provided protections against tampering the reproduction and outlines fees for those who would violate said IP. The fact that ownership of IPs has shifted from individuals and the state towards corporate entities since the Act's passing means little in the eyes of the law. If Mr. Erkman and the CRA have a problem with intellectual property law, they should take it up with their representatives in the legislature. The higher courts are a place for laws to be applied, not rewritten, and so long as journalism that refuses to buckle to foreign actors trying to stake anti-capitalist sentiment can't be found just anywhere. Subscribe now at the link below to read articles like this every day, forever, as long as your card remains on file.
I love how every one of these articles always ends with a, "Oh, could you please turn off your ad blocker? Did you want cookie?
Donate to my Ko-Fi.
Right to appeal. Oh, didn't realize Em was so fine that particular point. Seems like the courts have made their opinion on the matter very clear. So for the foreseeable future, corporations can look forward to more... I mean, technically both, really. I mean... I'm so indecisive for that one, because, like, it's technically both, like... I'm gonna go with lawsuits. The consumer advocate groups and disgruntled customers will keep fighting them in the courts. The total expenses for which don't amount to much compared to the extra... It's the same thing! Megs will take that trade any day. They'd rather see the products in a landfill and the customers man enough to pop a vein that leave money on the table. Morgan, you stupid bitch, it was the same answer! Where's this thingy? Who the fuck has golden chess pieces?
I do.
Okay, alright, so wait, how much would a golden chess piece cost, you think?
I mean, it
Like
depends on
$3.
like, it depends on the percentage of gold that's like, if it's like 100% gold, like, 'cause I think an ounce of gold. Alexa, how much is an ounce of gold?
As of May 2nd, gold traded at $3,240 and 8 cents per troy ounce on the foreign exchange.
Troy, I don't, what the hell's a troy ounce? Hold on, now I gotta find out what that is.
Did they just say 3,000?
Yeah, per troy ounce. I gotta figure out what a troy ounce is. Troy ounce versus ounce. A troy ounce is heavier than a regular ounce. Ooh, okay. 10% heavier than a standard ounce. Okay, so the question is how much does a normal chess piece weigh? Let's see.
5,
Like-
6, 7, 8.
The average chess piece is
You're
like
counting on your
400 pounds.
finger.
I was counting how many chess pieces there were, so 16. So 16 gold pieces, so you know what? I'm about to leave this office with like a 16 piece float.
Okay, so a normal chess piece weighs about 1.2 to 1.6 kilograms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1.6 kilograms to ounce.
We're gonna make so
see.
much. You
Okay,
want-
so 1.6. Wait, no. It went for. We got kg, bro. Small kg, not kilograms. Let's see. 1.6 kilograms.
Sarah, I'm so sorry, but I have a new way to make money.
I gotta know.
It's not looking good for
So-
Sarah anymore.
So kilograms to ounce, 56 ounces.
Are we good at maths?
No.
Why
you know
are we
what?
doing this? Just take all the pieces. Just put them in your float, Morgan. We'll figure it out.
A lot.
Yeah.
a lot. It comes into a lot. Like,
Morgan leaving the office with 16 gold pieces in her float. Like, what happened to my chessboard? A toy car? No, it's too detailed and boring. I even noticed the car next to it. Oh my god. Too busy focused on the gold chess pieces. Maybe some kind of model kit or replica. Strange. David didn't like driving. Why keep a model of some random sports car? Yeah, well, people don't drive Gundams, but they have replicas. It's not that weird.
Ugh.
Oh, something caught you on your foot. Detective, what's on your foot? Detective!
No.
Spare out that gold piece! I know you have the same foot as me! Spare!
I did it first! It's not some random sports car. It's a Lawrence Adamant.
Oh, you would know. Believe it or not, I'm not familiar, Detective.
The last great fossil fuel automotive experience the world will ever see. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 1.43 seconds. They set those records without computational assistance.
Is a big deal.
It was unheard of, even back in the 50s. This wasn't some design competition test car with a 2-liter tank, mind you. This was a vehicle you could own and drive.
I drive. So
we just received an image in chat, right? How much do you think a gold and silver themed chess set would cost?
$10,000.
Oh, I'll show you guys a picture, right? You know, just so you can see.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, it's in my
Now,
screenshot folder.
Is this real gold or?
Real gold, real silver.
Okay. Because even silver now is like kind of expensive.
Here, you said 10,000. You're off by a few grand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so expensive! Hold on, chat, let me show you.
I mean, you're also probably, you get add on like, I'm a rich person tax. So they probably added like another like 12K. Like
30,000. Like, that's a mortgage. You can put it down. Oh my god. Could you imagine if you could just do that for mortgages? Like here, like I have this really expensive chess piece. Would you like this? Could I deposit?
Trade. Like,
me get house, you get chest. Trade. I always get so scared of like taking those kind of screenshots because they were always like, "Oh, here's your real ass address and name." I'm like, no.
Yep.
That's a barter system. We have to go back. Did you see this line?
Yes, I did.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, okay.
This was a vehicle you could own and drive. Human engineering, pure horsepower, and manual transmission. Thank God. Thank God. When they first left the production line.
This conversation's like quicksand. Killing me in the most boring way possible. Oh, if I only had a 30 grand chess piece I could just sell. Yeah, well, I guess David didn't entirely agree with you since we're looking at a mod of it. When he could have easily just bought one.
Or maybe your friend understood that a beauty like that deserves to be driven on streets where people can see it, instead of gathering dust in some rich guy's basement.
I think she's actually upset. Oh, I've checked everything now to go to the automated cutscene. Sarah should have pulled everything off note off the computer, but I found everywhere else already. So try. Do you see that? That's us.
I wish we could go back. I wish we could go back real quick because the microscope looked like beepers. That's all I thought of when looking at it. I was like, is that beepers?
Gotta kill that guy.
What are you expecting to find? Solitaire?
Does computer seem normal to you?
Exceedingly so, yeah. Why?
David was a programmer, but this is consumer grade. Fresh off the shelf. This computer looks like it's been alive for 15 years and one more teaser could break it. Would the director David Asher use a bog standard operating system on this private heading computer? There's a trash bin on the desktop. Pretty low text version, but maybe I could store the contents?
Are you seriously gonna try and recover lost files, Granny?
Me after putting Google Chrome in my second bin. How do I access the internet, Reyes? I don't understand. Unlike cops, I don't get paid overtime. So yeah, I sometimes try things instead of staying around. The text file in here, but it's 0 bytes. Maybe there's information in metadata? I double clicked.
What was that?
Came from under the desk. A small drawer popped out and inside it, a well-worn journal.
How do you wear a journal? It's a book, not clothes. Does it have his name on it?
Just Morgan don't respond. Just take it off cigarette pad like it's copy toast. No, I guess it belongs to the android.
Do you recognize his handwriting or not?
Neat. Even words, small lettering with minimal punctuation. And lots of line breaks, haphazard use of capitalization. The penmanship of a coder. First entry dated back in grade school before he even started with Noble. Yep, it is.
So may I?
You may fuck off. Only because you asked so politely. Could you turn down the brightness? Your eye is very bright. Stop.
No, sorry, we're inside a printer now. Stream it to WorkNet, high fidelity, legibility, frame by frame.
Voice commands? She's flipping for the pages pretty damn fast.
Jarvis, show me this guy's balls.
Why you?
This part takes concentration.
Oh, sorry. Just her putting on Bluey in the background.
It is.
Oh, you need concentration? Alright, gotcha. Alright, give me a sec here.
How is London here? He should be at the police office.
Hey, I mean, they got Belatron Mobile now, so, like,
Why are you here? Who's looking after Sarah?
I got bored.
She's got a bomb attached to her full detective.
And whatever.
Okay, here.
Sarah at home with like a football under her arm waiting to be picked up. Like, they're gonna come back to me, right?
Child. Oh, okay, here.
What? You just giving it to me?
Already got our copy. Techs are probably already analyzing it as we Ow, shit. My head.
Yeah, making the room blue will hurt your head. Can't exactly wrap the journal of her hands while she's curled over in agony. As much as I'll enjoy it. I guess I could always just enjoy watching a rhyme instead. So, how long's it been?
2 months or so.
And still that sensitive. So the eye patch read doesn't block your sight?
Only a little bit. Wearing sunglasses after getting your pupils dilated. Since it lasts months instead of hours.
Wait, but if you can see through an eye patch, then does closing your eyes even do anything?
Not much on its own. But in combination with the patch, it's not so bad. Lucky I was so exhausted after the surgery, otherwise I might not have slept at all. Those first 48.
So is your eye gonna keep getting weak over time?
No, more like my brain gets better at ignoring it. Mind over matter. Soon enough I'll be able to close my eye and see all that extraneous data as... You know, whatever the hell those floaty, blurry things are that you never think about.
They never let her turn it off. Whoa!
Never
She
ever.
was actually going through, like, imagine if you had bilateral on one side of your eye and the other was just a world and you could never turn off bilateral. Just always there, watching you fumble your anti-eat. It's like, you should have grabbed that banana. No, Gary, no! Like, Gary witnessing the horse. Wait, this seems like a good time, actually. Wait.
Yeah, like, wait a minute. Like, I'm being persuaded? Like...
Gross.
God.
Thanks for the reminder. And the voice commands?
Training wheels, till I can do it with eye muscles alone.
You just have to keep practicing.
Yeah, like trying to play the piano with your tailbone muscles.
There's no such thing as tailbone muscles.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it so goddamn hard.
You don't have a regret?
I don't know. Not really. I think.
This is the most genuine conversation these two have ever had.
Yeah.
I think. Hard to admit you've got buyer's remorse after trading over your literal pound of flesh.
Never thought about it. But people used to say I had my dad's eyes.
Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, I see people's way! Shoves along the way!
Yeah, right, you see!
Like, yeah.
There he is!
Yeah, that's beepers. Yeah, I see it.
Like, yeah, like, they say I have my dad's eyes and so I have let them beepers VT!
Now I've got one less of them.
Oh, that sucks. Ooh, wow.
Here, take the journal. Go find an elective surgeon to upsell you. You're that curious. You get back to work.
A surprisingly hasty retreat. But now I'm free to read all this over with some privacy. From the top then. Oh, I like how she said grad school. That's weird, they said Brad wrong. Today with, oh wait, this is David Asher. Gary,
Yeah, pretty much all of these are going to be David.
would you like to read the David bits?
Yeah,
David Asher was hot. Let me get a picture if that helps. Twinkie boy.
okay, I got it.
The one who was going for the worst breakup of his life.
Today was a bad day. Errors in lines 21165266643. Somewhere in there, 5,000 lines. It worked this morning, yesterday. I don't want to look at another screen for the rest of my life. Oh, I can guarantee that. Feels nice to put pencil to paper again. After who knows how long. But my handwriting's gotten terrible.
This is too far back to be relevant. Alright, so, okay, these dates here. Would be from when he started his career as Noble. A lot of this isn't even rewriting. Seems like snippets of code or an internal monologue or some close to code that I can't follow it. And a lot of entries about his unintentional Casanovaing.
Today I found a new game called Balatro. It's so good.
Funniest timing, I accidentally sold a banana instead of deleting it. I ruined the run. Oh!
I am positively crashing out right now. Hit a wall because someone thought it was a good idea to steal API instead of just buying it.
My madness ate my negative knife. It's over.
It is positively Jover. I cannot continue like this. Oh, Helen says I can't call it stealing, but that's what it is. She's right, as she always is with company stuff. But it's still idiotic. Small people with short sight, who only know how to be cheap and have no idea how to be inventive. New route for wait, I'm slowly like going into Cortex. A new route for the meshing issue, though good potential. Got approval from the big mean bastard who lives overseas. Ooka.
It does sound exactly like Cortex.
I'm just going for full Cortex at this point. Like,
Dear diary, today a bandicoot got into my office and ate all the wires.
that blasted bandicoot ate all my wampa fruits. I was gonna make a smoothie, but now I can't. I must collect crystals.
I must build a robot that could be weighed 300 kilograms and kill a bandicoot. It's my only choice.
It's all I have in this world. Blimblow. Bumblow.
I can't take it.
Helen said we'll have to make the same pitch a dozen more times this week. But it's all for show. Fine by me. Already got our win.
Crash Bandicoot got the game over screen because he didn't have a memory card. They'll never get to me.
Stupid idiot doesn't know how to save his stupid video game. Dummy. Toasted each other over cheap vodka with cheaper office supply cups.
I'm actually crying. This is so shocking. It's this idea of Cortex swinging his legs in the bed, got his little pajamas on like, dear diary, today we had a toast after my anti-12 game. It was so poggers.
I'm so sad I missed like all of it. My internet died.
Oh no!
And it just came back. I'm so sad.
Isn't it weird how Cortex and Harpy are never in the same room together?
How odd. Strange even. Curious. Curious. Yeah, the crystals. The crystals crash.
Why does this guy have a crystal under his pillow? This is a story Jung told me.
That's my J.O. crystal. That means jerk off, by the way.
Stop.
How about you jerk off?
Yeah, I already have.
Why is this? He didn't have a white bed sheet. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't. Forgive me.
No.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, Winston's branch nerve analogs are finally showing potential. At their pace, it could even be profitable. Sometimes before the heat does leave. Too damn big. Practically tentacles. Should at least be hairs. A squid. Evolution can do their job better. Colette came into work for what I thought was a late lunch date. I didn't know her voice could get that loud. People were staring. Red said that she must have been upset for a long goddamn time, quote unquote, to blow up that big. Her texts were always sweet. I had no idea.
After she broke up with me, I got a big B put on my forehead for no bitches crash.
For absolutely, positively no bitches crash.
Not the laugh cry. Upset, Colette. Upset, Colette. And lipstick across your office door. I'm sorry. But it's not a point. I'm sorry. I'm just you know that picture of the girl who writes whore across the mirror. I imagine Cortex.
Whore.
Oh my god.
Bandicoot of the devil.
Of the bandicooty. Imagine if you'd actually been cheating on her instead of just being forgetful. No, I can't do it.
The thing about Red is, if you want to know what she's thinking, you have to stop paying attention. Ignore her body language and her posture, the words she's saying, and the smirk on her lips.
So I have terrible reading comprehension apparently. I just realised that I'm red. I'm like, who could he be talking about? Me a bright ginger hair. Who's red? I think Robin like, who is Slade? Slade Wilson using his first goddamn name. Who could he be?
Red Bandicoot. Ignore everything except her eyes. If you can do that, every now and then you'll catch a glimpse of how she's really feeling. Master this one weird trick and doctors will hate you. You too can tell when Morgan's trying really hard not to laugh at the word. Laugh at the... Trying really hard not... Try... Sorry, let me get my composure. I hate bandicoots. Okay. Trying really hard not to laugh at the word manhole. Manhole.
Neil Collins is like, that's not fair. I'm sorry. I have to make composure. I'm an adult.
Oh, calm down.
It was funny, sir. You dead bastards. Wait, I know this date. Cortex to replace its N for Emma's head for manhole.
Manhole. I'm never driving anywhere again. Never leaving home again. He was waiting outside the parking garage with a bottle.
Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa. I couldn't smell anything. Couldn't hear anything. Locked myself in my car and filed another report with another cop. It soaked into the seat. Ruined it. I want to burn the whole car. I don't want to think about what it did to my clothes. I want to burn them too. I don't want to think about how long it was on my skin. I was in the shower so long I felt red and raw when I got out. I don't want to think about these stupid people and their small, cruel lives ever again. I want to be...
How did he do that in a book? What? How did he do that?
It's like one of those like cards that when you open it, it plays music. Just the page is playing a song.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Oh, sorry, I was playing Bellagio. I didn't ask why I wanted to spend the night. She also didn't ask why I had clearly packed a bag big enough for a week. She's kind like that. Kind by omission. I don't have a kind bone in my body, but I can at least try to pay attention. I was paying close attention to her eyes when she opened the door and saw what a mess I was. But whatever she was feeling, it wasn't something I recognized.
Ellipses. Kind people don't read their friends' diaries, David. The next chunk of pages are all technical nothing biography. But the handwriting, the spacing, it's cleaner, more consistent. Yes, if I can pass.
Feels like pure freedom working outside the box. Tess is suffocating. But you never know. Chronic malnutrition of a coder's best instincts. Like a kid again, putting blocks together in Minecraft. Making things.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop staring at beepers in the background.
Quit
Yeah.
looking at beepers. Making things, not products. There's nothing profitable about any of this. If I'm being honest, this is just play.
And he follows it up with more coder brain crap. But the handwriting's still lighter. Like it really was having fun. Maybe he's playing bilateral.
I am. I just hit 147,000. I'm fighting the violent vessel, and I think I'm gonna make it. Humility is the mother of all inventions.
How did he know I was going to say it in the future? It's like the
something
book from
like that.
Harry Potter that you write in it and it writes back to you like, oh god, no. He told himself a job.
You're stinky. You're very stinky.
I didn't fucking forget.
Or something like that. Feels like I might be paraphrasing someone else's poorly, but that's part of this new approach. When it comes to coding, you never want to waste time trying to be smart. Either be smart, period, or copy from someone else's who is. Don't fix what isn't broken.
Copying? Noble's rivals would never miss a chance to accuse him of intellectual theft. Did he plagiarize code for Animate 16? Feels like that wouldn't have gone undiscovered. So, what's he talking about? Hold on. This page is bent slightly, like it was being looked at recently. And the last person to read this diary should be Sarah. I think this is still Cortex, yeah. Not Cortex,
Oh,
Astro!
definitely. Sorry, I was playing with Bellagio. Baby steps today. Literally.
Every single page opens up with, I was playing bilateral today. I hate myself.
I fucking hate Bellagio.
Yeah, I was gonna. This is what
Do
my
you
theory
like
was,
my
that this
cool
new
drawing?
text.
Do you like
This
my
new
cool
text
drawing?
is.
Isn't it badass? Oh wait, it's not me. Sorry.
I think it's Sarah. Yeah.
Oh, do you think it's Sarah or?
I think it's Sarah. I think this was David Asher's journal, but now it's Sarah's. And this new text, because Morgan was saying that the text feels similar but different in a way. And the way it seems, and also the color is different as well. I think it's Sarah. I think Sarah's writing this.
Do you want voices in her?
Sure. Where'd we leave off?
Just go from the top.
Yeah, you can just start from the top.
Baby steps today. Literally. I'll never put one foot in front of the other one. The same again. Everything's an achievement all of a sudden. Seeing her struggle, seeing her vulnerable.
Son of a bitch, it was context, wasn't it?
Oh, I mean, you can finish it if you want.
Yeah, I'll finish this like slide.
Yeah.
It's like everything's a miracle.
Did you like my Sarah impression?
Muscle rigging is perfect. Not intended behavior, since it's too perfect, but that's been happening more and more.
So it is.
The kinetics are multiplicative, not additive.
Oh my god, that word was so perfect in Dr. Cortex's voice.
Sarah maxed out every machine I bought. Now I've got a bunch of exercise equipment she's too strong for, and so it was for her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't have
We already
time
know
for.
that.
Well, didn't we think it was for him originally? I don't think we ever came to the conclusion that it was for Sarah, right?
I always
Did we?
thought it was for Sarah.
I think it was undecided what it was for. We were all judging it, but I don't think he actually said out loud what it was for.
Because, like, it would make sense for Sarah.
Does that mean she...
Maybe I spoiled the results by watching her do the tests.
Do you think she dropped, like, one of the heavy anvils onto the floor and that's why it's cracking it?
Probably. I mean, honestly, that makes sense. If she had was working with exercise equipment that moved away from the machine and dropped it, or maybe was moving the actual equipment itself and dropped it too hard. Possibly, yeah. She keeps looking back at me and puffing her chest out. I should be more discreet if I want to see her normative range.
So the cameras in the basement were only hidden from Sarah. Just so that his observations weren't muddled test results? Ugh. He's using she and her in these passages. It doesn't actually mean anything. Out in the real world, people use all kinds of pronouns and... Pronouns? People use all kinds of pronouns! Entertainingly! Supernatural! For as,
my bad.
and they never object. But it could be argued that it's odd, but... I'll get you. I will throw emojis at the screen, don't think I won't.
What I do, what are you so mad at me for?
I'm just a little guy, it's my buff knee, I'm just a little guy.
Just a little dude, it's funny.
But it could be argued that it's for odd for Dr. David Ashton to have any kind of attachment to a single android when he's programmed millions of them. And there's a lot of attachment in these pages. Put down bilateral, Dr. Cortex.
Sorry. I mean, I can't beat that blasted bandicoot, so maybe I can beat that blasted Bilatro. Sarah is burning through a public domain at prodigious pace. Especially on Popcorn Friday nights. I asked her why they're called Popcorn Friday nights when she doesn't eat popcorn. The event runs from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's 13 hours, by the way. She also watches movies every other night.
Why did you think I wouldn't know that?
That wasn't for you specifically, Lucy. That was for the rest of the chat.
Why do you think the chat wouldn't know that?
Because they might be just a little dumb. Unlike me, Neo-Cortex. But she just didn't. She just did that pout she does. You know that one little pout? The ugly face she makes?
More like Neo Snortex.
Take it back.
No.
Who's writing in this journal? It's a private journal!
Maybe I'm a bad parent, letting TV rot her brain. If I were a good parent, I'd probably let her see me reading.
I like how it's not even like I would let her read. She can watch me read instead.
Look how much fun I'm having reading.
Oh, I bet you wish you were having fun reading, don't you,
Yeah.
child?
You idiot. Moron.
You don't know how long 13 hours is.
But I guess I actually have to get back to reading, so... I asked her if she ever fast-forwarded the movies since she can process them fast enough to keep up. She looked at me like I was an idiot, which no one's done in a long time. Without proper pacing, you cannot appreciate the cinematography. Big pause. Don't you know that, fuckface? I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Did you hear me laugh? I didn't write that part down. Sarah spent a long while this morning explaining to me how important it was that she had her perfect build in Balatro. This was in preparation for her real argument. Why?
I tried to think of a joke. I did like a good one.
In preparation for her real argument, which was that she should be allowed to try booze.
She should be allowed to try the gold steel. Not on my safe out, child. You will ruin my build. My wings.
Back up, idiot, you moron. She can't get drunk. I'm almost certain she can't get drunk. But she does seem to like tasting the stuff. She tried to sound like some old sommelier, but it was just bottom shelf vodka. Started laughing at her, and she laughed too. Sommelier. Her laugh. She can't fake a laugh to save her life. Her actual laugh is incredible. She stopped playing chess a while back. I assumed she'd just gotten tired of winning. But then today, she told me she just prefers other games.
She
like
wants
Balatro.
to play Roblox. This is a bilateral family, Sarah. We don't play Roblox.
She kept asking me what Marvel Rivals was. I didn't tell her. She has preferences, and they're not the same as mine. I found her in the lab, playing some kind of online racing game on the monitor I used to debug vestibular coordination. She wasn't smiling. She was getting cooked.
She just got blue shield. I know she was one step away from losing that switch that night.
I mean, it seems like this diary is proving like her humanity. Like when she wants to
Which is bad for us technically.
Yeah, well, shrug.
Her brow was furrowed, and she was biting her lip.
The game
leaning in tandem with her character on the screen. I do that.
The game Aline.
Do that. I'll be playing Tarkov, and if I have to dodge bullets, I'll like actually move in the same direction my character's going. Like,
when I tried to talk to her, she answered, but she was curt and distracted. I think she was having her first losing tantrum.
Why did you let the child play Call of Duty when they're 3 days old? That was David is hundreds of. Why did you give this child a credit card?
Funny.
Next page is I fucked up. She spent 10k on Roblox. I'm ruined. Calling her his daughter. Talk about smile, treat her like a person. I can hear our closing argument already.
Dr. Ash was a lonely, troubled genius with no secret relationship problems, who broke out of cold and metal family members who found the idea of leaving him. He made it down, he made it more and more. She by the time became so lifelike that it no longer had to do what he told it. Like, love him.
Alright, what about the very last entry? It's dated
Killing myself.
No! The day before he died! Wait! That's it!
Losing it, I think. Can't ask for help. So hard to say, but I think it's over.
Crosses out Jova. Over.
You're there. Have to talk to her ASAP. She needs to.
That's it. Like, did he write it like mid? Like, what is this, bro? What am I missing? This sucks. He spent hours saying her smile's so gorgeous. Last chapter, the dogs escaped the Resident Evil mansion.
The dogs are loose, the dogs are loose, the dogs are loose, the dogs are loose.
I adore Resident Evil articles because it's always like, yeah, so we spent hours prodding a dog with an electric cable. Next chapter, the dog escaped and understands how to use the electric cable on humans. We could not see that coming.
What?
That's the last entry? It's supposed to be worse. There's nothing in here that explicitly calls Sarah an AI. And nothing so inflammatory that vegan would spur her to murder, right? Except Sarah's a machine. She can understand David's code better than anyone. All those technical portions I couldn't understand. Has she read this whole diary front to back? Wait, the back! Inside the back cover, there's a portion that's shimmering like some kind of scanner? Or fingerprint reader? My phone worked for Sarah, so... Did it work? That's my fucking location! That's my phone! New device requesting permission to share an audio file.
Ooh.
I want my earbuds for this. A secret message buried in a secret journal, hidden in a secret part in a secret room. As much as ever can be, this must be for my ears only.
Red.
I can't. I thought we escaped Dr. Cortex. I'm back from the dead, Red. You solved my puzzle.
They hold this phone up. You gotta see this.
Where am I?
You have to see this, Red. Or whoever this may concern. But I'm pretty sure it's you hearing this. Anyone else would have gotten fed up with my crap a couple steps before this point. I don't know how to start. Might as well start with her, right? Yes. Sarah, my magnum opus. Or however the salespeople would market it. I didn't set out to do anything, really. It's just, after my little speed bump in 83, I had all that vacation time that the company suggested I take, quote unquote. I couldn't relax, couldn't be still. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh, my bad, it's the same color. Couldn't be still, couldn't sleep. I wanted to do something, so I'll build an android, was the thought.
Instead of going to therapy, this is what men do. They just build androids with sentience and ability to kill people.
I go outside and I dig a hole as far as I can go, but then I dig deeper than that. A vague direction, north. But of course I'm not a roboticist, or a mechanist, or even a handyman, really. I'm just a programmer. So I programmed. The first was a research assistant file. Virgil.
Who gave Dr. David Asher a game code to play Marvel vs. Capcom? Who showed him Virgil's banter?
In my research, I found a cool sword. It was named Yamato. This thirst for power took over me. I needed more power. Virgil helped me pull data from yeah, exactly. From stingy departments or sister branches. Saved me a lot of time. But there was a lot of reading to do, so I made Homer.
Oh yes, the Sparta twins, Virgil and Homer Simpson.
I need the Simpsons intro, but with the instruments from Devil May Cry.
Sounds
Yeah.
Yeah. Homer wrote the book reports. Homer.
Homer.
More or less combed through research papers and found me the sections I needed. Thank you, Homer. The three of us. Homer. We made a lot of progress in those days. But it was a funny feeling. I was, maybe for the first time ever, the bottleneck. I was like... So I did the logical thing. I removed myself from life. Let them talk to each other. Homer and Virgil became... Enide? Enide? Hold on. Give me a moment. What the fuck is this word? Hold on. Oh, Enide, a poem by Virgil. Wait, hold on. Wait. How do I say it though? How do I say this word? How to pronounce? Hold on, please.
I love the idea of like neocortex on his phone. Like, just give me a second. One second.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude, 5G's mac and cheese is back.
Not today, old friend. Putting this away. They're bringing back the sauce for Mulan. Oh, I have reason to live again.
Let's break down pronunciation.
Ooh, I fucked that word up. Aeneid. And Aeneid was novel in many ways. Literally a novel. It's actually a poem. Aeneid could do more than just identify problems. It could solve them.
So did he merge? I was gonna call it. Did he merge Virgil and Homer together to make a Aeneid then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel so painful.
I mean,
What do you
really,
mean?
solve them with its own ideas. Ideas it didn't copy. And, touch its fingers. One thing I realized I've forgotten to mention so far is that I did all this programming in C#. Oh, Cube. In red, Q is essentially a robotics programming language that's pretty old and defunct and not in use anywhere because we have modern languages like Tesseract. I'm sure you skipped past that part, so program old, me use old program, not as good as Tesseract, but I make work. Understand, Red? I feel like you made that weird noise you make when you figure out something. Okay. Anyway, which are much better for making things that talk to each other and report back, and well, spy on people and generate profit. At the time, I didn't want to be connected or feel connected or do anything that made sense or was the least bit profitable. So I wrote my little helpers in Cube, because what I used when I was a child, screwing around on my father's computer before he'd come home from work and get... Unrelated. But there are other small, slight differences writing in Cube versus Tess, including that Cube, well, Cube predates the tenets.
My eyes!
So, in that sense, you could legally and perhaps scientifically and literally, because that's what they are.
Me when I'm trying to hit the 1,000 word count on my essay for college.
Yep. Yep. Say that I made an AI name. Hold on, I forgot the pronunciation already. Let me go back.
Aeneid.
Poem. Latin. Epic. Poem. Let's break down the pronunciation. Aeneid.
Ania.
So you
over
don't
2
trust
years ago.
me, but you trust Google.
I mean, it's on YouTube. YouTube doesn't lie.
I don't lie to you. Don't look at me that way. You want to get blinded, Kyle?
Solar flare!
I'm so glad you said, because I was going to call it Kyle Kid, and I cut myself off like, that's not the right one, dumbass.
See, look, you just lied. Like,
That's not lying, that's called being stupid. There's a difference.
I'll give you time to pause here, and if you want to, I don't know, curse me out, rate my Balacho run.
Here's my
Ania
seat.
was in- Check out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
losing the first round.
The one seat you've ever seen in your life. Like, what are these doing with this?
Bro was not good.
Why did he have the eternal madness?
Ania was an intellectual equal to me, so I treated it like one, because that's only fair. I give it its own work. As its opinion, we collaborated.
How long ago did you start your job again? Damn.
Oh, you think she's AI?
I think she's a nerd. Because she... I'm still on the thing that she might be a little bit of an android. Just a little bit of one.
What do you mean?
Everybody's an android.
I'm not an android. Guys, I have an inhaler, idiot. Like, do androids need inhalers? I didn't think so.
David, in the next paragraph, I coded her to have asthma. I thought it'd be funny. I don't know. I'm still on the thing that...
I give it some work, as his opinion, we collaborated. And together, we built Ascent. Okay, so there's a lot of like Roman Greek type shit going on right now, okay?
Have you ever
like,
played Hades before?
yeah, it's pretty based. Who was more advanced than others? I don't know if you're pulling out your hair, yelling at me right now, asking me why I didn't stop, why I didn't. Consider the consequences.
Okay, you know what? This isn't the worst news to hear. All we know now is there's 2 androids. That I can live with this. I can get away in court with this information.
I don't know if this is being played at a deposition, or hearing, or worse.
Could you imagine at the end of this fight? It's like, oh yeah, I also built 500 other androids. What? Okay, bye!
You can find them in one piece.
What do you mean? David!
I built a lot of things in my life, Red. Useful things, profitable things, quote-unquote smart things. Everything I've built, it's all been very helpful, and courteous and charming and happy to serve.
Just wanna look at her. That's all. Just...
Okay.
I think you're crazy.
You're
I can
crazy!
comfortably say I've done my part contributing to the global GDP. But this was just for me. I was just building, and I never bothered to. I never wanted to think about what would become of it. There's no excuse for what I did, so I won't make any.
Okay, so we have 2 androids, Alanid and Sarah. Okay, sure. Yeah, we can work with this.
So, to whomever's asking, yeah, I'm guilty.
Guilty of
Judicial.
what? Like, killing yourself? What do you mean?
And yes, there were more.
Well,
Oh, hey, there it is.
don't, no,
Cape Town,
no,
Paris.
no.
Cemetery Rome. They started choosing their own names. Thank God, I'm terrible at that kind of thing.
How many? How? Just say a small number. 10. 10 is feasible. Just say 10.
So things sped up, and there got to be, well, should I not say an exact number?
Just say a double-digit number. Just nothing over 100.
99.
Nothing over 100. Nothing over 100. I'm begging you.
You'd probably tell me not to say anything at all, but about more than 300.
Oh my God.
Okay, as far as we know, these guys don't have bodies, though. They
Right.
just have names. They're just programmed.
Yeah.
Some more than others, I'm better at.
They're just bonsai buddies on people's PCs, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Right. They're all
They're
playing
very-
natural.
Like, people are varied, but they are all intelligent. They developed interests, specialties. I encourage them to. Irritate moderators on forums with hyper-specific questions on nerve attenuation, attending virtual conferences on neo-alloy battery development. And they all, together, helped me make Sarah.
It's been years like this. Spent years working alongside AI. Oh, I'm still working at all those breakthroughs he made lead to Amic 16 actually came from.
You probably think I'm some terrible fraud at this point. I do hope one day they can get credit for their work.
Oh my God, he plagiarized all of them too. Like so he plagiarized 300 androids and Dr. Zhang. What the fuck? He's on a single thought.
But I did have one urethra moment on Sarah. Because I got humble. Difficult for me.
What are we gonna tell Zito when we see him, like, the next time we play this game?
Nothing.
Yeah, my bad, Slime. You had like a billion lines you were gonna read.
You'll never voice it again.
We learned everything we could about the
Yeah, by the way,
functions of a
London
neuron.
died.
Played too much Balatro. Idiot. A single microscopic human neuron. How it computes, what it connects to, how those connections were reinforced. And then we recreated it. We built a nanomachine that mirrored the function of a human neuron. Well, mirror isn't quite the right word. We built a nanomachine that was a neuron.
Damn, that tampon is so fucked up.
That's not a tampon. And if it is, where is it going?
Don't worry
Where
about it.
tampons go.
Don't worry about it, Ken.
And we iterated from there.
Ken.
About 100 billion. 100 billion neurons in the brain. Several trillion across the entire nervous system. Very time consuming, of course, but it helps. The manufacturer can make tens of billions of nanomachines in hours. Could even make more in less after Yukon fine-tuned it.
Yukon.
Yukon these nuts.
How do I quit the game?
Yukon get on these nuts.
It's been a while since we saved, I've just realized.
Good job.
True.
So we built up nanomachines for nerves, alloys and polymers for bones, fiber woven muscles. I say built, but really she grew. A solution of nanites forming around a skeleton who was really closest to a baby. You ever make rock candy?
What?
You ever make meth?
Oh, sorry, trying to lighten the mood before I drop a proverbial bomb on your shit. I never did end up building an android. And while I did build AIs, Sarah isn't one of them. She can't violate the tenets she was programmed with because she wasn't even programmed. She was born.
Oh my God, this motherfucking... Oh! I'm literally thinking about how they can't hear this in the courtroom. I will... It's so over if they do.
we'll just doctor it. We'll just make it so that like all they get is this end bit of just like, you know, I had to build a Sarah isn't one of them. She can't violate the tenets she was programmed with, and then just cut it off there.
This motherfucker took Morgan's DNA, then basically made a clone of her that's a robot, and then had 300 of her.
You could say I'm a little freaky, you know. And my hope is that there's the smallest chance that nuance.
Hold on. Rini on the YouTube chat said more than 300. Did he say
Yes.
more or about
He said more than 300.
Was he rounding down or up? Oh, he was definitely rounding down. You mean?
Could offer her some small protection when I'm not.
Could you imagine what Reyes is hearing outside the office? Just Morgan smashing her fist into the bed like,
I'm not sorry for what I did. Oh, I can't really read that. There we go. I made things that are complex and rich and varied and beautiful, and I honestly believe the world is a better place with them in it.
Okay, hold on. So him and his 300 AIs all made Sarah, and they used Morgan's DNA, and they got her addicted to playing racing games. Why?
You were born into this world to pay taxes.
I needed someone to play bilateral, and Morgan wasn't available, so I just decided to steal her DNA and make a Morgan who would never leave me.
The only thing I'm sorry for is that I let Sarah think she was just an android. She's not. I don't know what she is. You'll have to come up with a new name, which I'm bad at doing.
Did she say she was 3 days old or 3 years old?
3 years old.
And she grew that quickly in 3 years. Oh, she's got dog years. She's not making it past 9.
You know what she is?
What?
She's a gear from Guilty Gear.
You're right.
Oh, this plotline is making me dizzy.
Hear me out, right? She grew to a normal size in about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
She's incredibly fucking strong. She has like mind magic she can do and look up any information anytime she wants. Like,
oh my god, David Asher into like the microphone. So I made 300 gears and released them into the world. Might have been a bad idea, but it seemed such a good idea at first. My bad. The first gear is called Justice, and she's going straight towards Japan. I think she likes it there. You just hear like a bomb going off in the background. Okay, so bad news. I fucked up.
She made an explosive impression.
The suicide's back on. Never mind. I'm not getting to jail.
My own father, he also talked about protecting me and doing things for my own good. And I don't hate him for that, but I cannot forgive him for ever making me think that I was lesser.
You know, I do. You have Hannah, you know how you mentioned like the hair was similar to Emma? It's so similar to how Morgan looked as a kid now that I see it. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Like it's like the how it's like kind of clean top and then it's like messier as it goes down. Like it's not exactly the same because Emma's is a lot more messy. But like it's the spikes that kind of do it. But like now we're looking at Sarah because like you see the barcode on her head.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it looks. Oh, you know what? David made Emma and Morgan a child together. Like they were my OTP, and I'm not going out in this world without this shit being canon, one way or another.
So it's my greatest shame I turned right around and I did the same damn thing. Ellipses. I really hope it's you listening to this, Red, If it's not, it might just be too pathetic for me to. You're the smartest person I know when it comes to people. And I'm telling you all this because I don't know what Sarah is exactly, and neither does the world. So they'll come after her if they can. And in that scenario, I can't think of anyone who could do a better job of defending her. Not protecting her like I did, just defending her until she can figure out what she is and what she wants to be.
Could I have, like, maybe addresses on those? I feel like we've glossed over the 300 androids way too quickly. Like,
again, because they're programs. They're not androids.
Do we know that? Do we know that?
Yes, that's what he said. Yes, that's what he said. That's what he said. I promise you that's what he said, is that they were programs. They did not have bodies.
Lying? In the meantime...
Did you hear me?
I draped a cloak of skin-deep tesseract code around her that should fool any scanner on Earth into thinking she is a custom A-16. I made sure her GAN bar was plainly visible, so no one will ever think she's pretending to be something she's not. And I took steps to ensure that you too would figure out the truth in your own time. Which, if you're hearing this, have either succeeded or failed spectacularly.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I can't ask you this as a favor repaid. You can never owe me enough in 100 lifetimes. So I'm just asking. Unfair, I know, but I'm a selfish weirdo. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, and you've always been okay with that.
Why did he start singing like that?
You never heard of creep? Okay, bye.
I guess he ran out of like room on his voicemail. Like, this is actually a 5 megabyte voicemail. I can't do anymore. Bye.
Please pay for premium voicemail to hear the whole
2 hours and 45-minute message.
His inbox is now full.
No! I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask. And a lot of swear words I'd like to yell. I'd also like to find the nearest incinerator and toss the journal in, followed by my phone, and maybe followed by myself. But I can't do any of that. Reyes left me with the diary. If it's destroyed, they'll know I was the one who did it, which would be his own admission of guilt, which would land Sarah and the trash compactor anyway, and me and jail, and then they set them in my DNA on file for A to be master ignoble previous. So look up back. I'm going to do what I do best. Buff, bet, bully, and brutalize my way through this. Now, viewing this all with that mindset, what have I actually learned? He didn't top up his plans for killing himself with his journal. The message, he's self-conflicted, not suicidal. But he then go to a great length to get me to take Sarah. Why? The logical answer is because he knew he wouldn't be able to keep her. If he wasn't going to take his own life, was he afraid that someone else would?
Interesting.
300. You do realize if that gets mentioned in the courtroom, it's over for everyone. No one's. You how I'm like, you're an AI, you're an AI. That's how the world's gonna be. Like, you could never trust your co-worker again. Like, is this actually my baby? Or is this baby a bonsai body? Who are you? 300 Morgans, 300 heartbreak. Wait a minute. I am mad. Then, see the last stream, right? Wasn't it a copycat killer?
No.
Oh, David, you stupid idiot! Oh my god, you're so right!
We were the copycat. Lucy, we were the copycat.
No, we weren't! Oh my god, we're all AI.
Because remember with the glass case, we were just proving that the other guy wasn't the killer. And then it was revealed that Morgan was.
No, I know, but during this episode 1, right? On the previous stream, when we were like walking around, They were holding up signs of the Heartbreak Killer, using her as a logo, saying he, him pronouns. That's what I mean.
Yes. No. They
there's been
were
several
thinking that
copycats!
David Asher was that was for David Asher's death.
But they also said there's been other copycat killers of Heartbreak, and they're doing like a bad job, but they're trying to like copy them. Oh my god, why? David, oh yes, one last note. I made 300 serial killers, maybe even more. Why? So how did it go?
Maybe more.
Oh, it's Jess Starling! Jess was... You got... It was
Oh my god, how do I put this? I've been talking for like an hour and 30 minutes.
My eyes are still
I'm
watering.
shit.
I'm going to get a chill.
Only reason she ever got bleh, fuck. Only reason she ever got to a door is because I chased that scarecrow of a platinum plan through hell and back. Frankly, it was a godlike feat for me to nail down anything as concrete as an address for these dogs.
What could that possibly be?
Is this slur? Like,
Where did you even put that? Where did you... My phone is so disorganized. Where... It's gotta be a V. That's like G. Not in here. Evidence. G. I can't.
What about the one that what about the?
yeah, there's one on the
other
main.
side. Yeah.
Chroma, poison, Sarah, strong, start.
back!
There's so many.
No, just return.
Go back. Click that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, search term. There you go.
You guys are over my shoulder. No. You've. That's not actually a real X button. That's just an ad. Okay, you're down your virus now. I want to see what it means. There it is. A net slang term growing in popularity among adolescents, referring to a suspected spy or an undercover member of the law enforcement. Spy from Groundhog. Oh, you know, yeah, okay.
That's what's like G-Hog.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the term carries a negative connotation, with implication being that the subject is doing a poor job of blending in or disguising the surveillance activity. Oh, easy gog spot. It was a blind baseball cap to a protest. Okay, alright.
And their offices were listed on the building's website or directory, so I had to ask the janitor.
But you did find a psychiatrist's office.
At sort of. It said they were in the place that looked apart.
Why? Because they had couches? She didn't get past the receptionist.
Sorry, I thought because you're with the company.
No, I wanted to help.
What was it you said earlier? AI love to serve? I know what you fucking are, bitch. Is Jez even your real name, or is that just an anagram? What are you?
Just an AI.
I think you're insane.
I wish I could have done more.
Don't beat yourself up. It's hard to be even half as useful as I am.
For what it's worth, the atmosphere, the looks, the furniture, it did feel like the company in there.
But ultimately, we still don't know if David actually was talking to someone, or just getting a CCE training recertified.
Sorry, that's not Balacho.
Why am I Balacho?
Don't bother apologizing. She only cares about results.
And Balacho.
You did more than enough, both of you. At the very least, they divided Noble's attention for a while. I mean it. Good work, Van. And thanks for the urgency.
If you really mean that, you could always throw in a tip.
Oh no, I'm breaking up!
30%'s the going rate in my industry.
No, I'm going 100% out of here. I'm leaving this. Bye! How about I take the 5% off your tab instead?
Ab, I'm a minor. The state pays for my legal fees. Don't they?
Oh no! Ooh.
Right. surprised it took them this long.
What do you mean?
You were tolerated yesterday because leadership was focused on PR. But today, you're the lawyer who put the company's hottest product right in the state's crosshairs.
I'll be alright. I'm still an officer of the court.
On a strict timeline, though, right? I guess they can't stop you from investigating the corporate campus. But they'll gladly lose your guest pass ID at every door along the way.
There's still service passageways and stairwells, guards that can be filled and peons that can be manipulated. If I use my other skill set to get around, gun!
So take mine.
Huh? What, your pass?
I'll tell them we got ours mixed up in the bathroom or whatever. It's like some shit. I got ways. I can be a pretty convincing klutz what I need to be.
I never would have guessed. But if David knew that I was endangering your career...
I can be pretty convincing crybaby when I'm in trouble, too. Please! Besides, only David Asher wrote me a new glowing letter of recommendation every quarter I worked for him. Since he kept forgetting that he already had. And who knows, maybe I should try a new field. Detective work stuff sounds pretty fun. Like, I don't know, secretary for a homicide detective or something.
So on Twitch, Kazumi's saying, Jess's arms, they might be an android. So we had this conversation the very first time where we were like, I know what you are. Looks at your hands, suspiciously shaped like an AI. I'm telling you, she is an AI. If she's not, I'm going to slide a Benjamin Franklin towards the dev team to change the plot line. Maybe 2 Benjamin Franklins!
It did say cops are all lazy. A girl with managerial skills could go far.
Honestly, Jess, I doubt they could afford you because you were
But why would they build me with asthma?
It's so fun. It really is fucked up if they actually built her with asthma. But I'm telling you, it's the cooling fans inside. It is fun because she's...
Yeah.
I know what you are. You know what? Just for this brief moment, thank you, funny kid, Milo Bits, Bacon Laugh, Catbad, Bossman Bojo, Dry Zella, and thank you, Charles, for all the subscriptions and support. That's so nice of you. I feel, you have no idea how bad I feel when I see people do like subscriptions and all that. I'm like, I have to like wait. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking over people. I have to like shaking my chair, I feel like. Oh, zito character. Who hasn't talked in a while?
You know what? Hannah time. I use bathroom.
Go piss, girl.
Morgan. How did you...
Did you sound different? Get so turned around? God only knows. Lucky I found my way here, though. Are you reading fanfic on that? I recognize that typing.
How'd you know I was on AO3?
Oh no! I fulfilled myself! Like, how did you recognize that logo, Morgan? It's such a relief to see a familiar face.
Right. Listen, Morgan. I'm not sure that I should actually be talking with you about legal precedent. Fuck! God. Words are hard.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
so focused on reading this AO3 fic.
So
Shut Amy's
distracted.
going crazy.
Oh my god, what? Oh my god, that's so... Is that all one chapter? Oh, Steph, I need to see the slow burn.
I mean, leadership hasn't even told us how David died. How much help could I be?
I see.
It's not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just I think that with the Sarah issue...
You should do whatever you have to do to protect yourself, Dwaz. Dwaz? Dwaz?
What?
How'd you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Dawes.
Dwaz! Dwaz!
Dawes.
Dwaz! So, for what it's worth, I doubt you'll be in any trouble. Thumbs up.
Oh, that's good to hear.
No. If anything, it's the big names who are going down.
Going down?
State was practically licking its lips when I finally left the courthouse last night. They're hungry for blood and looking to carve out a huge slice of Noble's flesh.
What, like fines and jail time?
In the first 2 weeks, sure. Then, sanctions.
They can't sanction Noble. We're
Too big to fail, too valuable to lose. You're exactly right. That's what they'll say. And that's how they'll justify nationalizing the company.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I just hope your board goes quietly instead of
Instead of what?
scapegoating. Awful up small names on several plows. Full cooperation and government oversight on the surface. A slaughter beneath us, a clean house and rip out anyone who could testify. No one will believe you once you're labeled as a disgruntled former employee, right? And if the public's lost faith in the I'm at 16, they can't do a recall. And not at this scale. The state will make them do a flat refund.
Flat refund? The losses would be...
Yeah, your board probably just wants Sarah to go away so they can focus on the fight with the state. A tough fight, but one they know they won't personally have to risk anything in. That's why I'm hoping I can win this trial. Well, if I won, that would mean Sarah's not an AI. David Asher was always of sound mind, and there's nothing wrong with the animate 16. Everyone wins. Sorry, what am I saying? I only meant to stop by and thank you for your help yesterday. After all, you were the one who approved Sarah's resignation.
You win.
Yay! I mean, when what?
Ask away.
Well, if you insist. Oh. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. I'm a genius. I know how to unlock things. Like, oh, how did you know about the tenants? Oh, I actually want to see if that worked. Can you imagine?
How you unlock things? You have to like go through the...
No, so I assume like maybe if I went through like, oh, you've read about this, so you clearly know what it's all about. Hold on, let's see this. Where's the tenants? Where's the tenants? Tesseract, Noble. Was it not in search terms? Like, I'm just going over like just this idea. Hold on, let's see. Oh, look at me scrolling for the tenants. I know so much. Will you talk about tenants with me? Bitch, okay. Humor me for a moment. What's the company's official statement on AI?
Same as any irrational company that wants to make money. We don't screw with it. Smart products are profitable. Products with their own priorities are anything but. That being said, AI is a concern for marketing, not product development.
I think it's an article you must have sunk in.
Spend a lot of money reassuring our public that there's no risk. Because the public doesn't really understand how ironclad the tenants are.
Oh, tell me more about the tenants! Because you use Tesseract?
Trying to code an AI and test is like trying to pick yourself up and throw yourself out. Nonsensical and self-defeating.
Your scanner showed Sarah was running on Tesseract yesterday. If the language is as safe as you say, isn't that proof enough?
Proof of nothing. Or an AI lying to another system about the code you're running is child's play. And for an AI built by David Asher, something that simple would be...
I better change the subject. Subject! I can speak! Wait! So making an AI takes more time and resources? Is this an issue of funding?
No. You can't just keep adding more data. The tenets underline everything. The higher you stack, the more easily you'll topple. Like Jenga. You ever played Jenga?
Oh my god, I love Jenga. What if we just played right now? Forget about the mods I just sent to reading fanfics, playing Jenga. Like, man, this is so nice. Oh, wait a minute. You make it sound like a building in the AI is impossible, even for David Asher, which it kind of was, technically. Any chance you'll testify to that?
It sounds impossible. But he's dead, and it looks like it was his android that did it. So I guess he was just that good.
Better than you'll ever know. Okay, so we just have to talk to him. We just have to have like a normal conversation.
Yep.
I can't go with like me scrolling for my phone, showing him like, oh, I love reading about tenants. I know so much. Like, what are you doing? I want to talk all about tenants with you. It's like, I know you don't know anything about tenants. You sus me. Noble spent months promoting the A16 as a culmination of David Asher's work. So now that the marketing line is suddenly a huge liability, can you tell me how much he actually contributed? You know who my favorite Doctor Who was? David Tennant! I know you're faking it.
I mean, he was involved in pretty much every step of the process, but his design for synthetic motor neurons, that was the big one.
I'll have a drink. The components that allow your warm androids to move realistically.
Pushed the timetable for warm androids ahead by years.
And yet, compared to what goes on Sarah's brain 1,000 times a second, David was only giving the company the most meager of fruits at his private work bore. So if Noble ever did find out how much he and his assistant had achieved, they would feel that he had been holding at them. And the company, they were appreciative of his contributions.
I'm sure the researchers that he overtook by leaps and bounds weren't pleased. But the board was very enthusiastic.
You know how many ants I love? 10 ants! You can stop now. 10! Holds up fingers, wrong number, puts up 9, like, oh, this poor thing. So would that spur them to be protective of David? Or would they feel that he was gaining too much influence? Why am I so British? I already am. Becoming irreplaceable. No, they would need a strong motive to justify killing their golden goose. Mere paranoia isn't enough. With these people, it has to be the bottom line. Have you ever seen those videos of like, it's when characters have like a whole monologue in their head, but they just cut it out. So it's just like a video of a character just sitting in silence and making these expressions, and it goes on for 5. It's like Dexter, nothing. It's like, this is what I imagine Morgan is doing to people like, are you gonna say anything? Dead silence. It's been 10 minutes, like, you okay?
Yeah.
And the easiest way to threaten our bottom line would be screwing with the androids. In light of all that's happened, one has to wonder if the A16 is...
Oh, Gary's back. My turn for bathroom.
Compromised? I stayed up all night sick with dread at the idea. But the data just doesn't support it. Sales have been strong. And the A16 base code was locked in over 2 quarters ago. If there was an issue, we would have caught it by now. And I would have been axed a long time ago.
Why do you have 25 tabs of fanfiction.net?
Why don't you?
I don't have an account, I need to bookmark them somehow.
If I close them, I lose them forever. How many A16s are out there anyway?
We just passed 9 million sold.
Hypothetically, if 300 more joined, would that like ruin anything? Is that okay, you think?
Not flying off the shelves like the 5th, like, oh my god. Not flying off the shelves like the 14 or 15 so far, but the profit margin makes up for it.
You mentioned data? Data?
Yeah, practically got the spreadsheet seared into my retinas. What do you want to know?
Oh, but no, my tenants! No!
Well,
I pulled my nail!
Are you
serious?
serious?
I pulled my nail. I lost my tenants, and it's 300 AI.
How bad did you break it?
It was my acrylics fell off. It's gone.
Oh, you just glue it back on. Yeah, you can. You can glue it back on.
I hate this game.
You ain't got no nail grade glue around?
No.
Like,
oh my
always-
god, so
always
far
put that
back.
nail
I
grade
can't. I must press on. I'm sure there was nothing important in there. Tell me about the. Oh, my finger hurts. What did it? Oh.
Did you feel your mouth?
It stings. Oh, so I put my finger in Sarah's mouth, it's fine. But when I put it in my own mouth, that's sacrilegious.
Did you rip your nail off?
The acrylic.
Like Okay, if it's just an acrylic, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm just bleeding out on the floor like, no, I gotta come in. I can't leave. I gotta voice this cat. I'll go to hospital now.
Error counts are markedly low compared to last gen. Mostly hardware complaints, it looks like. Batteries running out too quick, eye tracking off by a degree or two.
Tropical stuff.
As clinch as it sounds, 99% of these things get fixed once they turn auto updates back on.
So no killer robots getting found away on the bug reports. I miss you, tenants. It's only been 10 seconds, but it feels like 20 ants. Oh, how and where are they being sold? What's the distribution pattern look like?
They're distributed like you'd expect.
First time chatter on Twitch covers the cowardly dog reaction when I was crying about the 300 AI. Stupid dog! You make Noble look bad! Look bad!
Places where there are more people, there are more androids. Coastal cities like ours have...
I'm sorry.
And since the A16 in particular is marketed as being relatively luxury, relatively consumer, they don't sell well outside population centers. No, yeah, I read that right.
You skipped the most important information you'll never know now. No!
They can do the rural, hard labor jobs, but cold models can do the same work with a lot less maintenance.
So where has the A16 outperformed then?
Customer service, healthcare, childcare, lots of hospitals, offices, and, you know, adult industries.
Hell yeah! Finally, 2025. Give me my sex robot.
The article's real. The article's real.
The article's real.
So it took
took
a few years, but in 2086, that's what's happening, chat.
Sorry, didn't mean to be blunt. I just...
No, it makes sense. They're warm and soft to the touch and obedient. I'm just surprised to hear from a company employee.
There are a lot of people at the company who won't talk about it. But I work in quality assurance. I've seen too many damages to pretend it's not happening.
Whoa.
A lot of weird stains.
Like you put them like the tube, they're just completely blue and the light is like, oh my god.
Yep.
It's heavy.
You just hear squishing. Like,
you know you have to empty it, right? Damages?
What we call it when a customer tries to return a product that's clearly broken beyond repair.
How are these androids not... Okay, I know Sarah's like an anomaly, she's really strong, but are androids like human weight then? And she... Oh, that's driving me crazy.
Well, so it's definitely a case of Sarah probably weighs more than most androids, but also remember that androids for the most part are like obedient, right? They are a product.
I'm just like, how do you, like, yeah, Sarah's not an A16, but I'm like, are the A16, 15, 14 like not a little heavy? Because they have to be metallic, right? Like they've got to have like metal parts.
Like they gotta be.
Like I'm just
right?
like, they're trying to imply like, oh, they may be strangling them. I'm just imagining this guy with a hammer. Like, how did you even do this? Like, there's nothing. It's like, yeah, so my product got a little damage, head gone, just blown off. Like, it fell into a tractor, Ow.
The usual.
The usual.
Very high turnover in the pink market.
Hasn't stopped you from selling them.
Yeah, I'll sell them in
we
the
don't.
pink market.
Well, we don't sell to them, not directly. But there are resellers, and the company's never pretended to be interested in going after them.
Are there resellers? I thought I read the right to repair got shut down again.
There's been a gray market for the softer androids for years, or decades, depending on your definition of android.
Oh, okay. Alright, so they just answered it for us. There's softer androids that aren't like built for this construction and all that. Like, yeah, we build them with straws That's why we don't sell straws anymore at McDonald's or Starbucks. It's all for the androids. It's not good for the ocean. Do not put them in there.
Based on the sales numbers I've seen, RTR getting canned was barely a blip on the radar.
For Sarah, we use mega plastics. For these androids, microplastics.
Sorry, didn't mean to make you uncomfortable with this topic.
Huh? Me? No, I don't care. I just realized my left sock's on inside out.
Damn, now I'm wondering about that myself.
He bought that?
I'm not even gonna lie, I looked at my socks.
Okay, tell us about your fanfic. What you reading? This floor is basically a showroom, but you have a real factory, a wild south and city limits, correct?
Yeah, biggest company manufacturing complex in the hemisphere.
Got any day on that shipping out there? Anything stand out? You like Spock and Kirk?
Not into Star Trek, sadly. However, you like Doomed Yowie?
Oh my god, I whole thing about Emma. Yeah, you can say I do like that kind of stuff.
There's some
Dawes
prep
would
work for
like
the holiday
Doomed
pump,
Yowie.
looks like.
What was that?
Dawes would like Doomed Yowie.
Dude, he is working a 9 to 9 job. He is in the Doomed Yowie. It's him. He's like, oh, when will a trillionaire come to my house and be my roommate and take me away from this and pay for all my things?
Might sound early to get started now, but we usually see.
Something wrong?
No, the numbers are all normal, but the data has been edited.
Is that unusual?
Well, this section is just a count of how many were sent where. There's not a lot of room for errors, so there shouldn't be much need for corrections. It's no problem, though. I can view the edit history and see what was fixed.
David, what did you take from shipping? David! Do not say, do not. We all agree that it's just AI programs.
Yes.
So as long as they don't say they took any vessels, it's gonna be fine.
I mean, it could have been just enough resources for Sarah.
Please just say that.
Okay, that's weird.
What's that? Delete it!
No, the overall sum's the same, it's just a bunch of swaps.
Fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. This is so fine. It's so
Morgan
fine,
just
girl.
peels right off it. Are you okay? How many swaps? About 300, maybe more?
It just swaps for different material. That's what swaps is. It's the same amounts of things, right?
Like here.
Yeah.
29 FFC-010311 taken out, returned for adjustments. 27 FCDD-019634 substituted in. Shipment leaves on time.
So I have bad news.
What do you know?
That first one was in David Asher's journal.
Oh, you autistic bitch, you remember the number? Oh! We can never turn Sarah back on. We just have to kill her silently. And ourselves next. This can't. Oh! Need to check notes. Copy of the notes!
Bad news.
Okay, so he swapped. So he took that out, put the AI in, and shipped it out, and oh, nobody knows but us.
So I think so. What Dawes was saying is that like it's the manifest, right? Like that they're looking at the shipping manifest, pretty much, right? So like it should have been swapped by the company that they're trading with, right? But this is definitely a. Oh yeah, David Asher took the original material for himself and then swapped it himself for something else.
Oh, David.
67 BBTC-899543 Return to assembly for revisions. Replaced by 67 BBTD-592698. Shipment leaves on time.
How many eggs are there? About 300 or more. So does all that strike you as odd, Mr. Dwarf?
Placements before shipping isn't uncommon, but when it happens by the batch load.
I'll show you a batch load.
To spot individual unit imperfections among a shipment at that stage in the process? It must have been someone with a lot of experience or authority. Probably both.
Don't say the name, I beg of you. Just... Master! You don't know who made these changes?
I can tell you they were somebody important.
Did they happen to, like, type like Dr. Cortex per chance? Small last-minute changes to which androids got shipped out. Not very juicy on its own, and it's a long ways away from explaining why someone wanted to kill David. But it was hidden, and it means someone didn't want it found. Okay, thanks for sharing that, Dale. I'm gonna go cry for now.
Sure. Did you find what you were looking for?
Hell if I know.
Fair enough.
Tenants! Tenants! Open up! I know you're convinced the tenants are safe. Thank God. Life is good right now. She's like, I got through a bone. She is going through it. I don't know what she's going through, but she is going through it. Just give her the tenants back. I know you're convinced the tenants are safe. So how do you square that with what happened to David?
There's a cat next to a dog. First answer that comes to mind is the dog to the left or to the right.
Okay. Well, most people usually go for right, the same way they go for heads or tails. Most people usually choose heads. It's like a dominant hand thing. If your hand is dominant right, you go right. If your hand is dominant left, you go left. There's also the choice of the brain. I think the right side is the primal side and the left is the logical side. So, if we're going based on instincts, we go right. I'd say the dog is on the right, the cat is on the left.
You might expect half of people to say left, half to say right. But actually, their answer is almost entirely dependent on their native tongue. Whether it's read right to left or left to right.
Fair enough.
The language they speak affects how they process information. Their language affects how they think. And it's the same for machines. People can learn new languages and it can change our perspective. Well, machines can't learn a new source code. Every update's a reincarnation. If that android did kill David, it wasn't because a 0 returned as a 1 somewhere. It's because there's something fundamentally wrong with it. And personally, I think it's cruel to bring something that flawed into the world.
Gulp, yeah. I feel stupid now for all the things I said, like, oh yeah, so if you're right-handed, you're more like you go for heads. No, it's not just, oh. Kicks feet, oh, yeah, okay, now, yeah, right, okay. Wrong! Like, got this philosophical reasoning. No, idiot, if you're Japanese or English. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay. Unnecessarily cruel.
Any other questions before I go find a hole to hide my head in?
I'd like you to take a look at this. Y'all gotta see this.
Chemistry is a little outside my purview. What is this?
A compound found in David Asher's blood.
The poison? What is it?
It didn't match anything in our database because the medical examiner had... It didn't match anything in any database the medical examiner had access to.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's crazy. Oh my god. You're not even listening to me, are you? Here's a crazy idea. Follow it up. See if it's a match for Everett and Noble's internal data banks.
We, I'll make poison here. I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Please, make some poison, please.
And a tweet! I'm just hungry for you, babies! No, but this is a factory floor. You could be making baby blankets out there. You'd still have hazardous materials around.
You think it was something industrial? Suppose it could be. Looks like it's carbon-based. Narrows it down a lot. It's not exactly...
What? What is it?
It doesn't make any sense, but it's a match for patent NOD-52345-S.
The S stands for Fenticindamo.
A synthetically produced neurotransmitter analog for usage in organic android components.
Serotonin.
Serotonin.
Yeah. Serotonin.
Yeah.
That explains a lot. A neurotransmitter would interact directly with the nervous system. In David's case, depressing enough to put his life in danger. It also explains why it was a preset in his personal non-factor. Zara's nervous system, worth 10 times its weight in platinum, must be pumped full of it.
They think that was what killed him?
Helen Zhang led the development of serotonin, didn't she?
Ah, yes, she did.
I should go and ask her about its composition then.
Normally, someone at her level wouldn't be able to answer specific questions about a compound formulated years ago. But she does have a reputation for being very detail-oriented.
That works out nicely then.
They say she's the type of person to micromanage how much water people drink at a 15-minute stand-up. I heard a rumor that she once said bathroom breaks are timesheet theft.
Aren't they? I'm kidding! But you should be careful about that criticizing of the period where people could be listening. Good thing we got privacy in your office!
Uh-huh. No one but the two of us listening in.
Just the two of us! Thanks for cooperating to us! When the space storms the building and starts subtitling people out, let them know that you were very helpful!
Yeah. Joke. You are joking, right?
Was it last week that we realized that this motherfucker was a spy? When have we got to bring this up? I'm fluffy at the mouth,
Yeah.
like, I know what you are! You are worse than AI!
Like-
You are not loyal to the company!
Like 100%. Like, cause like they said that, like.
If you say you're on
yeah,
sales,
it depends on how.
What was it?
It depends on how they
Consulting.
say it. It's a, yeah, consultant,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like, oh yeah, it's about how they say it. And I'm like so positive this guy said it the way that means that he's a spy for another company.
Is that actually fanfic? Or are you spying on the fanfic writers? Just a joke! Oh, actually, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you.
What's that?
How long have you been at Kyoto?
Yeah, finally!
What?
Yesterday you let it slip that you worked in consulting. Had you gone down because I'm not part of the industry?
I was a consultant. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you was. When I walked in here and you said you don't know how David died, but you just now called serotonin a poison.
What? I just assumed if a chemical was found in a dead man.
And I'm sure you've got practice answers to every logical point I could raise. So I'll just say this. This nervous guy better really welcome people.
Super cool and people don't know what you're thinking. But if you act a little jumpy, they feel inclined to calm you down. Before they know it, they're spilling their guts just to have something to fill the silence with.
I feel so bad for Zito. Literally every important character he has was in that story.
This is such like a cool moment for him too.
Sorry, Zito.
Sorry, Zito.
Oh, it's not entirely an act these days. To answer your question, I did 3 tours in consulting.
Tours, like he's doing military service.
Yeah.
You know what they would do to him? It might as well be called that, actually. You deserve a Purple Heart.
4 quarters of internal affairs spy hunting at the Western Division. Then 8 embedded at Howe Industries. 24 months wearing different faces, answering to different names, sleeping for 1 hour at a time with a 3D printed shiv under my pillow. My nerves are completely shot, My cover wouldn't last a day if I went back under.
Woof. So you're a spy for Noble?
I'm tired.
You're working 6 days a week.
5.5 days a week, and in quality assurance. Trust me, this position is a cushy, generous reward for my past services.
Well, you can't be that retired. You clearly know more than you're letting on.
I have some old inboxes I still check.
So, can you tell me what the hell is happening around here? Why I'm the only one investigating David's death, but their old co-workers are all twiddling their thumbs?
It's that story. Soldier, the blood transfusion.
Blood, not oxidant. He's finally shitting straight. Did something happen to him afterwards? Did the transfusion not last?
No, there's nothing wrong with the blood. It's the story itself. There was a soldier, and he did get injured.
Oh my god, this was like months ago now. The soldier that got saved by the android. This is rough to play months in advance of each other, but somehow it's all there in my noggin just coming out like...
Yep.
It was on a base during a training exercise. There was a medical tent 10 meters away the whole time. The transfusion was just a...
10, like tenants.
Gratuitous live test. His life was never in any danger.
Doesn't make for much of a tearjerker.
Not even a good photo op. Which our competitors understood. One of them, maybe a few of them, got hold of the story. Started puffing it up, astroturfing, painting over socials and virals. By the next morning, we had the military thinking we're leaking like a sieve. Meanwhile, the media's bombarding us with requests for videos and interviews and data. And the state's praising our tech with one side of their mouth while threatening to mist us with the other for getting so greedy. Everyone in Noble CCE has been slammed ever since. Trying to find an off-ramp for the story we can walk back the claims on without torpedoing our state contracts. I don't know what happened to Asher. Whether it was AI gone rogue or company infighting gone too far.
Achievement! I'm
But
sorry.
I can tell you that it wasn't done by the consultants.
I'm sorry! I got achievement pop-up, I got excited! This is very serious. But that also means that was a missable achievement. People just... So, back then when it said you could say it's a joke or talk about this, you could have just completely missed this whole side story. That's crazy!
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It seems so important to know, like, why would you... Ooh.
That's all you wanted to know?
I want to know about the psychiatrist. You worked in CCE. Was David actually seeing a psychiatrist? Oh, it's all cloak and dagger bullshit. Marvel Rivals reference. Oh!
I know that office. Know some old co-workers who see them.
So it's a fun.
They do both. So he was probably getting training, and he was probably talking to someone.
Tom and chat. It's clear the government is cracking down on us. Oh, hang on, Bessie. I just hit my step goal for the day. Yay! It's very serious. This is true. I hit 10K.
Finally.
Sorry. Not the answer you were hoping for?
Hoping? I wasn't hoping for any answer. The answer I expected was...
You okay?
Yeah, that's all. Unless you got any advice.
You're saying you want a consultation?
I'll kill you. Couldn't hurt, right?
He looks so
This company.
tired.
All these companies hate to lose.
This guy is sleeping for 1 hour a day. He is exhausted.
Yeah, I'm fucking eepy. So don't fight them. Make them think you're fighting for them.
Well, that's just business as usual for me. I think we could do probably one more, and next time we see a screen, there we call it. Up until now, there's been this grating ambiguity about what actually killed David. David in his journal, I absolutely killed myself. It could have been anyone who did it. I've had to use these guesses and process of elimination and even a goddamn pseudonym. But I've finally identified what the poison was. Now I just need to figure out how it got there. Or rather, who put it there. Which brings me back here. An elevator shaft somewhere under or above ground, with kilometers of concrete facelessness and bureaucratic authority surrounding me on all sides. An enemy in every cubicle and every office of every floor of this temple, built to interpret this inscrutable divinations of temperamental. Oh, I put down a dictionary, Bo! Who is ready? Put it down! Oracle name share price! Back in the Bear of the Beast. And yet, I feel more ease now than I have all weekend. Makes sense. Now that I know Noble's my enemy, I know where to aim. All that's left to do is pull the trigger. Good thing I didn't bring a knife to this fight. My gun, however. And that sound just now tells me that's playing its role perfectly. I never have a real use for a firearm with this much bloatware. But just by carrying it around and paying attention to when the hard safety flips on. Oh my god, she's a genius. Do you remember in the first part of the episode where she bought a gun that can be traced? She's using it to tell when the police officers are on the field. Oh!
Yep.
I'll always get a heads up when the police have entered the facility. Oh! Hi, Chuckles! Hi, Detective Reyes. It's Morgan.
You want me? Do you still have me as Chuckles in your phone?
I'm sorry, new phone. Who's this? I heard that chuckle. I got you. Happy to get your contact info when you got me clear with the crime scenes yesterday.
Delete contact. Block this contact. Stop voice to text. This is all going to my eye. Help! How to stop voice to text.
Just wanted to check in.
Report this contact, voice to text disabled.
Oh, Chuckles!
She's going fucking through it.
Help! Do you think like it actually goes to her eye and it just speaks out loud, like in a public office?
I feel like it's all like it's just in her head.
Oh, that's
like
so much
she hears
worse.
it herself. But yeah, I think it's in her head.
Have you guys ever seen the Family Guy? So someone made an AI Family Guy skit, right? Where you could type into like a YouTube like what you wanted them to say, right? And they would do it like a Family Guy moment at the bar, right? Mm-hmm. Someone got banned because they just I have Family Guy AR bar provide. Please tell me it will come up. No, come on, where is it? No! I'm gonna find this later, okay? But basically, you would type in your skit, send like a $5 donation, right? And they would read it out like a Family Guy skit. Someone sent in just this line of code, I'm pretty sure it was a semicolon, and all Brian did for 5 minutes straight was just non-stop 5 minutes with just a beep noise. And because they donated so much, it went on for ages. People were like, please, next bit, donates again, back to the beep. I have to find the video, it's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
And advise you that Noble scared shitless of you and stomping and nationalizing the place. I'm a slow typer, so they might be a little uncooperative when it comes to fetching documents.
Block this contact. What makes you think we are at Noble?
My bad then. Forget I said anything. And whatever you do, don't start your investigation with a stock buyback program.
Trying reverse psychology, it only works if I care what you think. Stop voice to text.
Oh, you are right to be named Chuckles on my phone. You always make me chuckle. About time. Thought I'd have to ride the area for the next half hour. Why am I?
Morgan,
Morgan, counselor.
President. Actually, yeah, Hannah, you have a better voice for it.
Morgan Counselor, your presence has been requested on the upper floors.
Deja vu.
Might you have a moment to speak in private?
Always, but who's asking?
The board.
Well, is my stream that boring? What are the chances? I've been waiting to speak to them too. I thought the game froze for a second. Should we save it here? Or see what the board has to say? I hate when like the screen just goes black on my save file, by the way. Like it's so scary, like where's my game? What? Do you want to just leave it here?
I'm fine. Yeah, sure. Might as well. Like for Zito.
Yeah. Could you imagine? It's like it's all zero counts. It's like, oh, we know.
Well, because also it's like they said the board. I'm assuming the board is probably more than one person.
True. Alright, we'll leave it here for today. Oh, guys, it's time to shout yourselves out. Who are you? Go on!
I don't know anymore.
I'm trying to find this AI.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. I guess. Hi, I'm Hannah, going by Hannah_Chapin or Hannah does VO or Hannah VA or what the fuck ever. As I mentioned earlier, it's almost my birthday. If you're feeling inclined, please do not feel forced to. I have retweeted both my coffee and my throne wish list. Again, please do not feel forced to get me anything. If you need to save money, please fucking do it. I know how shitty the world is right now. That's about it. I'm working on things I don't want to talk about just yet. But yeah.
Hi, I'm Harpy, aka skeleharpy. I'm known as skeleharpy literally everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky. I'm always. It's Sunday, so my next thing is right after the stream. I'm doing Soul Cleanse Sunday.
What is that noise? Oh my god.
That's scary.
Before we end it, I found a video, by the way.
Which one?
I found a Brian Griffin video.
Good.
What I gotta put on YouTube. Let me put it up for chat. I'll give you guys the link as well. Yeah, so basically you could go into like AI Peter, right? And obviously I don't condone it, right? But they managed, I think they got banned for doing this person. They donated like a $5 for Brian just to do this horrible noise for 5 minutes straight. And it just cracks me the fuck up every time I hear it. Like, oh my god. Alright, hold on. Oh, you listening to it already?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let me just...
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, alright, chat. Hold on, need to get up for chat real quick. Chat, this is how we're gonna leave out.
All right, everybody gather round. I'm gonna list the top 50 bacterial infections.
Chat, take all the video. It's time to read. Chat, the raid message on Twitch, if you can still hear this, is just this. That's it.